Welcome, Warrior fans, to Langston University in Langston, Oklahoma. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harrison. We have some semifinal football with your Washington Warriors versus the Beggs Demons. Washington coming off a 54-28 victory at Rejoice Christian last week, a total domination on both sides of the ball, and Beggs beating Crossings Christian 48-12, a game of two high-powered offenses starting tonight, Kyle, and it should be a good one. Semifinal football, all teams are good at this point.
Yep, we've been waiting for this one for a long time, TJ. State playoffs just keep creeping closer and closer to that championship game, and then there were four. So we've got this game, Washington and Beggs here tonight, and then Eufaula and Marlowe on the other side of the bracket, man. Washington coming in 13-0, Beggs 11-2, and this game tonight, TJ, I think it's going to be a shootout, man. It's going to be a good game.
A lot of high-powered offensive skill players on the field for both teams, including C.J. Brown, an Oklahoma State commit, running back for the Beggs Demons, rushed for over 350 yards against Rejoice Christian earlier in the year. A very talented tailback for the Beggs Demons, Kyle.
Yeah, he's been good this year. Like you said, he's had some big yards, over 2,000 yards, actually 2,113 to be exact, 29 touchdowns on the year, man. He's been tearing it up. So he's one of the kids that I'm looking forward tonight to kind of see what he's got against this Warrior defense, and we'll see what they have to offer, man.
They have another talented tailback, Red Martell, sophomore. He ran for over 200 yards against Rejoice Christian earlier in the year as well. Again, that 1-2 punch is going to be something the Warrior defense is going to focus on tonight. We'll listen to Coach Beller, see what he has to say in his coach's show. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Tonight, that's all good. Tonight, we go out there and play for 48 minutes the way Washington Warrior football is meant to be played.
Warriors on 3, 1, 2, 3.
Welcome, Warrior fans, to Owasso, Oklahoma. It is quarterfinal football.
What we do is special. The way that we play, the way that we prepare, everything that we do year-round, from Brooklyn, junior high, to high school, everything is special.
Undefeated Washington Warriors coming in at 12-0 versus the Rejoice Christian Eagles. Heel in motion, hands to Cole Scott, and he breaks through. He's at the 30. There's no one around him. He's going to have to outrun the safety. He's at the 25, 20, 15, 10, touchdown! 80-yard touchdown run by Cole Scott. Excuse me, Faith Morris. Touchdown! Rolls to the right. Faith got hit. Now he's running. Down to 40. Touchdown run by Cole Scott. He's got a man. He's in. Touchdown. Hayden Miller tracks him down, and he sacks him. Miller with another sack. Wilson looking to throw, and he's sacked. Ben Vaughn off the edge. Wilson didn't even see him coming. Pass a little behind, but he's able to catch it, make the man miss. Flip on some more defender, now he's trying to get up the sideline. He's down to the 20, 15, steps back up the middle. Touchdown, Warriors.
Pass is complete to number 2, Hendricks.
He's in, touchdown. Huge touchdown run by Cole Scott, 5 yards. Luke Hendricks with the interception. Now he's looking to get more. He's got speed to burn. He's at the 40, 50, 35. They're not catching him. 10, 5, touchdown Warriors. Wow. And that is the dagger. Nail in the coffin by the senior receiver and defensive back. The lies you rail, you're
And the Washington Warriors, they win it 54-28.
Welcome everyone, Brad Beller's Coaches Show, week number 4 of the Class 2A state playoffs, and the number 1 Washington Warriors come out with another big victory over another really good opponent, 54-28 over Rejoice Christian Eagles. The Warriors continuing their winning ways and on to the semifinals this coming week as they will travel to Langston University to play the Beggs Demons in the Class 2A semifinals. We're going to talk to Coach Beller about all of that and about the upcoming game with Beggs right after this. With Coach Brad Beller, Brad, a week that has been exciting, I know, but I got to ask the tough questions first, okay? Seen it on Twitter. You're the next OU football coach. How do you respond to that?
I mean, everything you see on Twitter, it's got to be true.
It's got to be
It's
true.
got to be. I mean, whether it comes from your cousin or not, it's got to be true. So,
Well, you know, Lincoln wasn't truthful, so we just asked you to let you be truthful.
Be truthful.
Up front. Are you going to be the next coach at OU?
I graciously declined.
Okay.
We're in the semifinals, so I'm not going to run out on the team before
You
it's
heard
out.
it here first, folks. Right here, you heard it here first. Brad, again, that's a lot of just fun in the expense of Lincoln Riley, but it was on Twitter, folks, so you can believe Twitter. Big victory. You started fast in the ballgame. We talk about how you start sometimes, a play that looks like it's stuffed, and there goes Cole Scott for 8.
Yeah, well, from the first of the week, whenever we started installing and started looking at what our script was going to be, most of what we've done first play of the game has been not gimmicky, but kind of outside the norm, and thought we might be able to catch them, you know, with a counter play. They didn't change anything. They played as aggressive as what they were. It was able to hit Cole. Came through the line and kind of bumps into one of the linemen, but was able to find the gap to the outside where we knew it would be all week, and was able to take it to the house. So when you get cover 0 and it's straight man across the board and you get through that first wave of people, it's got a chance to pop. And Cole did a great job of finding that, but the offensive line, you got to give them all the credit. They were able to get a hat on a hat and let him get through.
And your guys downfield blocking, too.
They did. Our wide receivers, I thought, like all night, blocked in space really well. There were some things up inside that they struggled with, but in space, our wide receivers and slots blocked really well throughout the night. That really allows those 3, 4, 5 yard gains to turn into 12, 15, or even house calls. So very proud of them and the fight that they had.
Offense very productive, Brad. You've averaged over 50 points a game in the first 3 rounds of the playoffs, and I'm sure that's close to your scoring average in the regular season. Offense is still just clicking. Another big night. This time, not just from Cole. Cole still had his yards, but Major Cantrell threw the ball real well, and Luke Hendricks, the Oklahoma Player of the Week.
Luke, we knew he had a chance to have a big night. Just whenever you see a team have cover 0 and there's no bracket help over the top, and we knew that the corner that they were going to have on him, there was going to be a high advantage. Even though he was very athletic, Major, I think it put his mind at ease to make sure, hey, just need to give him a shot. Put it out where he can go get it. And Luke made some unbelievable catches, even some where I thought he was interfered, even though they called some interference calls. He was interfered with one-handed catch on the sideline. You look back and Kobe had some catches, Lane had some catches and a rushing touchdown, and then even Cage Morris has a couple catches, big time third down conversion in the third quarter. So the offense is clicking and it's staying balanced. I mean 180 yards rushing to 300 passing or something like that is really tough to stop whenever you can go and flip it. And the next week it might be 180 yards passing and 300 yards rushing. And that's really what we want to be able to do. We just have to continue to execute.
Well, in your defense, Brad, they hold Rejoice to 28, and they came off of a game where they just scored 60 and shut out a team in the second round of the playoffs, and that's big.
It is. Rejoice, I think it's in the 12 games that we had on they'd scored 60 in 6 of them. They'd scored 50, I think, in 3 of them. And then they had 42 and 48, and then I think their low score was 37. So we knew that they were going to, have a very potent offense. But for our defense, we were kind of back and forth. But when we finally settled in, was able to shut down the run, which is what we wanted to shut down all week, and force them to throw. We gave up a couple of things that we shouldn't have gave up throwing, but overall, I was proud of the way that we responded through some adversity, having played such a great offense.
Scored 35 in the first half and had the ball inside the 5 right before halftime and could have scored another time and missed out.
We did, and we had turned them over. They'd fumbled even the possession before and didn't score, had a penalty, and then we have the ball, down inside the 5-yard line and don't score. It was really tricky because we had one timeout. We knew if we ran it, we might not be able to get all 4 plays, and that kind of messed with I felt like it messed with what we could do offensively. Do you throw it? Do you run it? If you run it and you don't score, then now all of a sudden you're going to have to clock it, or you might not get a playoff. So but we still have to execute. At the end of the day, we need to do a better job of executing, and that gave us something to come back this weekend and look at, and throughout this week to say, hey, we have to make sure we capitalize whenever we get those opportunities.
Well, in the second half, you came out, Brad. They go score quickly, but then you answer right back, and they make some mistakes. They have some penalties. Give your offense another chance to score again, and really you dominate the second half.
We did, and after that first touchdown that they scored, I really felt like that was a crossroads. We were at a Y in the road where either we're going to let the pressure kind of overcome us because we are young in some spots and inexperienced in some spots, or we're going to fight back. They helped us. I felt like they came out and their halftime adjustment was, we've got to get physical back with them. They just didn't do it in the right way and give us 45 yards of penalties, on that next drive. But then we still went down and executed. They made some adjustments. It took us a little bit to get that figured out. And then once we scored that drive, you could feel all the energy and all the momentum swing back to our side, and you could see them panic a little bit offensively, which they hadn't done all year. 54-28,
final score over Rejoice Christian at Rejoice, and now on to the semifinals to take on the Beggs Demons. We're going to take a break, and when we come back, we'll talk more to Coach Beller about this semifinal ball game here in Class 2A tonight at Langston University. We'll be right back. Back with the head coach, Brad Beller. Brad, big semifinal ball game. Last year, got to play semifinals at home.
Yeah.
Tonight, on the road into Langston University, a new place for us to go play. Not far away for everybody to make the trip up to Langston. You're going to be the home team, so you're going to have the big side of the field to have everybody on. How's practice went this week in getting ready for this ball game?
I feel like it's been the best week of practice we've had in the playoffs. We've had some good weeks, but in the playoffs, there's been some stuff you don't see. It's new opponents and new things that you see in the playoffs. And last week wasn't a great week. It wasn't a bad week, but it wasn't a great week. This week was a lot of energy, a lot of excitement, of course, and the way that we executed throughout the week really was very special. I was a little worried, when you go and you travel, you have a break. Now you're coming back to school,
right.
How are they going to respond? But I felt like they had way more energy this week, and they handled being sore. Last week was the first time they'd been sore in a while, and they didn't handle it very well. And they finally came back this week and thought we did some stuff. I think our coaching staff learned from the week before. We needed to try to change some stuff up in the way that we did things and to help their bodies recover. But it's been a great week, and a great week of technique and just some fundamental stuff as well because of what Beggs does.
Well, and what Beggs does is run the football.
They do.
And that's all they do is run the football.
They're huge up front. I think they had one package in that they ran against Victory where there were 9 guys over 245 on the field at one time. So they have a lot of depth with their size. And then they have, on top of that, a Division I running back. Their backup running back is a sophomore that is going to have a chance to go play college football And that's what they're going to do, and they are very, very good at it. They beat Rejoice really early in the year, jumped up on them big, ended up getting into a shootout with Rejoice, but they do a great job of executing what they do, and we haven't seen that type of offense in a while. So we really needed to kind of go back to what we did against Sulphur, what we did against Pawnee, even Purcell, and make sure that we get the run shut down. And so it's some technique that we hadn't worked in a while because of all the spread stuff, and our guys adjusted really well.
Well, this week is a rematch, actually, of last year. Played Beggs here, and you really throttled them and came and, I'll just say it, hit them in the mouth, and they didn't like it.
They jumped, when we jumped out on them, they really did get away from the game plan. We had an interception, we had some things go our way, we hit a touchdown pass from Wilk to Schultz that really kind of broke the game wide open and hit them late in the first half, forced them to throw the ball in the second half, which they didn't want to do, and it was a great night. I mean, a semifinal game against a great team, and there's going to be a lot of the same players that they have coming back that we have coming back. So very similar matchup. I'm sure they're going to not, if they were overlooking us last year because of how small they were, they're not going to this year. So we expect the best game that Beggs has played. They played their best game in the quarterfinals last week that we've seen them play all year. So it's going to be a great matchup.
But again, it's a lot easier to prepare one way than for a team that's going to, as you do, you try to be balanced, and they really don't care to be balanced, do they?
No, their passing game is either they're trying to get their athletes the ball out in space with just quick game, or they want to take a deep shot. So it's not schematics so much in the pass game that they get you. It's just straight speed. They're going to try to run by you. They're going to try to post in behind the safety, being too aggressive on the run, or they're going to throw a bubble screen or a slip screen out there and just get their athletes the ball in space. And so we have to do a great job of getting off of blocks in space and make sure we stay on top of the pass. That's in the passing game. In the run game, we just got to know our fits, know our reads, and play fundamental football. And that's what running game is. That's how you stop the running game, is you got to be fundamental.
Brad, practice this week, I'm sure everybody's excited about being in the playoffs, except for one person that's behind the camera thinking about, hey, let's get some basketball going. But basketball's coming. Let's talk about injuries. Everybody healthy going into this week? I know it's you're going into now 14 weeks of games, not just practice, 14 weeks of games. So there's got to be some things that just people have to deal with right now, don't they?
There are bumps and bruises, shoulders, muscle pulls and stuff like that. Nothing, out of the ordinary. We did get Nathan Spalding back this week. That will be huge. And he came back. He pumped. He's only a sophomore and he's really quiet, but he pumped a lot of energy into practice this week because he thought he was done. And all of a sudden he's given clearance, at the first of this week. And so the kids were excited for him. He was excited. He was almost out of breath, like hyperventilating in practice on Tuesday. And you could tell the freshmen were going, oh, this is going to hurt, because, he was wound up. And so we get him. Jamison Holland won't be suited tonight is still in concussion protocol, making sure that he's, we get him back if we have the opportunity to play in the finals, get him back healthy. And, he's had a rough, injury-ridden, last year and a half. So we want to try to get him another game, but at the same time, we got to be smart whenever it's dealing with concussions.
Well, anytime you play this many games in the season, you're going to have those injuries, but as long as, like I said, get people back, that gives that opportunity to get somebody else off the field, doesn't it?
It does, and especially with the offensive line, defensive linemen, those are in prime. They come with a big cost because usually in 2A football, linemen, you usually have too many linemen and not enough skills, or too many skills and not enough linemen. So, with us, we have a lot of athletic ability, but we need those linemen, and we need the depth there. We keep the big guys as fresh as we can because we are usually undersized. So if we can keep them fresh and rotate, and Nathan definitely brings that back. A lot of experience, played as a freshman last year in 16 weeks of football, so we need him back, and glad he's back.
Brad, what have you seen out of Beggs on film this year when they go against people that throw the football?
They are a team that use their athletic ability to man you and take the quick game away, so they're pressure. They have a defensive lineman they have several defensive linemen that are good, but they have one particular defensive lineman that, he is very strong, but he's quick. And he's a burst of speed, 4 or 5 yards, and they want to try to force you to throw something quick and early and get the ball out so they can use their athletes to either rally to it, or you force something, they force something, an errant throw, and they can pick it off. And so we've seen that a lot. Last week against Crossings that threw it, they were a man free, and so they had a free safety, and they were man across the board and just let those front 6 get after it. And they did a great job last year. They kept 7 in the box and manned us across the board and played cover 0. So they changed it up some. They've switched up some things throughout the year. So a lot of what they do is what they do, but at the same time, they have schemed a lot of teams even more than they did last year.
Well, Brad, let's wrap this up for this semifinal edition. Talk about keys to victory tonight over the Beggs Demons.
Eliminate big plays. We have to on the defensive side of the ball. We have to be gap sound. We have to tackle their athletes in space really well. And then on the offensive side, it really is going to boil down to outside guys. Can they win one-on-ones? And then can our offensive line get a push on their big guys? And if and that's going to, I guarantee if you ask them, they'd flip it around and say the exact same thing about us. So it's going to be a battle and a test of wills, and should be an exciting matchup. It's 2 really good teams. They're in the semifinals for a reason, so it'll be an exciting matchup.
Yeah, 2 years in a row, the Warriors and the Demons in the state semifinals in Class 2A. No private schools in 2A playoffs left.
Nope, none. And the 4 public schools that are left are really good teams and have a lot of really good athletes and really good players.
Well, Brad, best of luck to you and the Warriors and the rest of your coaching staff in this.
For over 20 years, we have offered all of our customers the best products and services in the industry. Whether it's residential or commercial, we got you covered. Give us a call or visit our website.
B&H Construction is a proud Warrior partner. They are the leading directional drilling contractor with major operational hubs all over Oklahoma and in Texas. Their involvement in and support of our community goes far beyond utility construction. They're also a good neighbor and friend. When experience and safety count, your best source for directional drilling is B&H Construction. Go Warriors!
Darren Beller and Jason Hendricks, owners of...
Welcome, Warrior fans, to W.E. Anderson Stadium on the beautiful campus of Langston University. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris. And Kyle, we got a familiar face down on the sideline. Stuart McPherson joining us tonight for
a back with us.
Special occasion. How we doing down there, Stuart?
Hey, this is the perfect football weather. Can you believe this? December, we're in the, you're going to be, the worst, it's going to be in the high 50s tonight. Not much wind, and great night for football.
Stuart, you were down there when the pregame warm-ups were going on. What's the feel from the players right now and the coaching staff?
I got to talk to Coach Brian Beller for a little bit, and he said, we're ready to go, guys. He said, we're fired up. They're excited. They're a little nervous. He said, if they weren't, I'd be scared. But he said, they're ready to go.
Awesome. We're glad to have you back down there, Stuart. And looks like we have the coin toss coming up. The captains for the Warriors are Rope Scott, number 3, Kobe Scott, 21, Lane Steele, and number 2, Luke Hendricks. For the Beggs Golden Demons, number 78, Evan Camp, and then I'm guessing that's the OSU commit, C.J. Brown. He has his jersey tucked up in the front, but I can't imagine if you're that talented of a player, you're not one of the captains on your high school football
Well,
team.
we got to be excited. This is the second game, TJ, that we've seen this guy, a little rematch of last year, and we saw this kid last year. He's got a lot of talent to him, and we got to be excited, man. We're both Cowboy fans, and you know he's a pretty good-looking young man.
Athlete.
Good athlete.
If the Warrior defense plays against Oklahoma State and have running back next year, Warriors did a great job last year of stuffing C.J. Brown early and often, and almost basically took him out of the game plan because Washington got up quick early in last year's semifinal matchup between these two teams, and basically forced the Demons to have to throw the ball, and that's not a recipe for their success. It really took C.J. Brown and his counterpart Kendall Daniels out of the game.
Yeah, it took him out of the game, and TJ, we talked about this on the way up here. You know, it begs tonight. Both of us kind of figured their game plan tonight is going to be running the ball. I mean, Coach Beller talked about it in his coach's show. They've got 2 running backs, like TJ talked about, OSU commit T.J. Brown, and also Red Martell, kind of a 2-duo backfield back there, and they've had success with it all year long. And me and you both talked about it. We expect to see that tonight. They're really going to try to slow the clock, slow this game down, because Washington, man, coming in, they've scored quick this year and put some points on some teams. So, Beggs, if they can control the clock, slow the game down tonight, it'll be a real close matchup.
Well, yeah, you talk about the Washington offense. Warriors are averaging 50 points a game and only giving up 10. And so they're the offensive firepower. If you're Beggs, now Beggs likes to score too. You look at the matchup, the common opponent that they have is Rejoice Christian. Now, Beggs played them in week 2, so Rejoice has gotten a lot better, but they scored 70 points on that Rejoice Christian team, and so they're able to put up those kind of points. But to me, in my opinion, if the Beggs Demons want to get in the shootout, I think that favors the Warriors, and I'm here for it.
Yeah, and I said this plenty of times this year, TJ. That's my understanding of this team. Nobody's going to outscore this offense, so you know. But each week gets tougher. We're edging closer to that gold ball game, and like I said earlier, there's 4 teams left, and this is one of the 2 games tonight, and you know you're going to see more and more competition as the year progresses. And
hey, Kyle, your dad, this was his quote on the way here. He said, "There's no turkeys playing after Thanksgiving."
Yep,
That's true.
That is true.
That's a good
That
quote.
sounds like a Bob joke.
Yeah, but it's true. You've got 4 teams here, and truly this year, guys, there's probably any 4 of these teams capable of winning the state championship.
Well, I mean, there's 4 solid teams, Stuart. You called it. You know, got both of these teams, big powerhouse, 2 teams tonight coming in here. But then you flip to the other side of the bracket. You got Marlowe and Eufaula, Stuart. That's going to be a heck of a game too. Talk about Marlowe. We've been talking about them all year, man. They're a team to be reckoned with. We've called out, you know,
Their scores throughout
their scores throughout the year have been pretty impressive, and Marlowe's one of them teams that, you know, kind of, I wouldn't really say scares me, but if there's a team that's going to match up that I've thought all year with this Washington team, it's going to be Marlowe. But that's can't move past this game.
They're the other undefeated team.
Yeah.
And I've seen them up close and personal. Our officiating crew had them week 7 against Frederick, and again, you're gonna deal with a quarterback that can do it tonight. Luckily, you've got a running back, and what Beggs wants to do is line up and run the football.
Yep.
They want to run it. And as long as they have the football, guys, you can't score.
Exactly. Warriors did win the toss and elected to receive the ball in the second half, so the Beggs Demons offense will get the start.
No, it was the other way, guys.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, Washington's getting the football.
Washington getting the football.
Got to be glad, TJ, we have a sideline man down there checking your mistakes tonight.
Yeah, and so speaking of last week's game, though, Kyle, Warrior offense really exploded again, scoring over 50 points. And
man, how about the start of that game? I wasn't there last week, TJ, but
it was touchdown here, touchdown there.
I was kind of giving the crap on the Polar Express train. I had the game going right beside And how about that first play of the game, man? Kobe Scott took it, or not Kobe Scott, but Cole Scott took it 80 yards for a touchdown, man. You can't ask for a better start. I'm sure Coach Beller will take that start tonight and see if we get this Washington Warrior offense rolling.
Yeah, only 15 carries for Cole Scott last week, but 142 yards. A lot of it coming on that 80-yard carry. So I thought the Rejoice Christian defense did a good job after that carry, only giving up 60-some yards to Cole Scott on 14 carries. Again, that's a pretty good average, but I thought they did a good job of stopping him from the inside run game, and it'll be interesting to see what Beggs tries to do if they try to do that. But really, maybe the star of the game was passing game. Major Cantrell almost 300 passing yards. A lot of those going to Luke Hendricks, eight receptions for 172 yards. He also had a pick six of 86 yards. Luke Hendricks really showed off his skill set in last week's game, and he's going to be needed for this week's game as well.
Yeah, I mean, we've got 4 receivers, TJ. I'm sitting here looking at the stats. TD touchdowns this year. 31 TD touchdowns out of 4 guys. That's pretty impressive for a quarterback, especially a sophomore, to be able to sit back there and pick guys that you can throw to game in and game out and be successful with it, man. Last week you talked about the receiving. Had a lot of one-on-one opportunities last week, and when you got guys of our caliber that you can match up one-on-one, TJ, it's gonna make for some big receiving yards.
Yeah, expect that same thing tonight. Beggs came with that game plan last year and left Kelton Schultz open twice for some big touchdown receptions. It wouldn't surprise me if the Warriors go back to that formula and use Kobe Scott in that tight end position. He's been kind of quiet, but he's a very talented receiver. Hendricks is getting a lot of the attention.
Well, Hendricks has got the most yards this year. Hendricks coming in at over 1,000 yards, and then Kobe's right behind him at 609. So
Kobe's just as dangerous at that spot. Man. As the Warriors run out on the field, getting ready to receive this first half kickoff. Semi-final football here on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
What a great night, man. I'm jealous of Stewart down there on the sidelines. I'm jealous.
Well, I've got my best side to you guys. You want to, as Washington, I talked to Coach Beller about that during his coaching shows all year long, and he's always one thing is, let's start fast. So now you've got that opportunity to get the kickoff and go score. Get a score on first and put the pressure on the Demons.
Beggs really doesn't have a kicking game, so it'll be interesting to see what kind of kickoff they have here. Against Victory Christian, they had the ball inside the 10. All they needed was a field goal to win, and they elected to run it 3 times and were unsuccessful in their district championship game. So special teams will be big. A big advantage that the Warriors might be able to take on their side.
We got to wait till the clock runs out and then we'll set the
25
clock.
seconds, yeah.
TJ, how about the crowds tonight? Both teams traveled well. Packed stands down there for a college stadium.
Yeah, we knew our fans would come. They got the cowbells ringing. I mean, I feel like we outnumbered theirs maybe 2-1 there, Kyle. They're all in the middle of the field, though, so I don't know. 52, Chance Jordan set to kick. Just to give you an idea of this guy's an offensive lineman and defensive lineman, so I don't know. Maybe they're just like, can anybody kick the ball? And that's who they chose. It's like Ben Vaughn and Braden Arthur back to receive.
Here we go.
That's not a bad kick. Braden Arthur drops it around the 15 and scoops it back up. And now they blow the play dead.
Got a flag down over here. The offsides on the kickoff.
Offsides on the kickoff.
Take him back.
That's a break for the Warriors immediately.
Stuart, that's not the start you want.
Hey, that's not bad.
Start the game with a penalty.
That's not bad for the Warriors, though. You get a good another 5 yards. Braden Arthur, let the ball come in until you don't catch it with your hands. Don't reach out for it.
Penalties last week, over 100 yards of penalties for both teams. And so I'm sure Coach Beller stressed his team to
Yeah, I
keep
watched that game back. You told me to watch. They had 3 personal fouls within 1 snap, TJ. That was 45 yards of penalties.
That was on Rejoice. Warriors at 100 as well. Now he'll go for another kickoff. This time it goes to Ben Vaughn, takes a funny bounce, he scoops it up inside the 10. trying to get by a defender, but is unable to, and is tackled by number 12, Ryan Grayson, just outside the 20-yard line. Looks like the officials are marking about the 22.
Kind of took a weird hop. That's 2 for Vaughn. They kind of gave him a little run for his money there, but was able to pick it up, get it up to 20. Really not much, 1 yard better than a touchback there. Warriors will start from the 21-yard line.
Major Cantrell leads his troops out to the field, 2,338 yards passing, 35 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. Very efficient at that quarterback position. As they run a reverse, now it's looking like they're going to throw it with Hendricks to Kobe Scott, and it's just overthrown. There is a penalty on the play. I'm not sure if they got holding on the defender.
No, we're going to have linemen downfield.
That's the other thing I was wondering. We had a couple linemen past the 30-yard line, and the Beggs Demons are clapping, so I think you're right, Stuart. That's the call.
So we got 2 plays to start the game here. Had a penalty on the kickoff, penalty on first play. We'll see if both teams can clean this game up a little bit. That's definitely not the start you want for either team.
Warriors showing some creativity though on that first play call.
First play going to the back of the playbook there.
Guys, he could have just taken off and ran.
Yeah, I thought so too. 1st and 15 for the Warriors. Cantrell fakes the handoff, and looking deep to Kobe Scott. Thrown up and good coverage. That's C.J. Brown, the OSU commit, breaking up the pass on the corner route by Cantrell to Scott, and they'll bring up 2nd and 15.
Pretty good skill level right there, defensive-wise. Kobe Scott's one of the bigger receivers on this team, hanging for him step for step and going up high, pointing that ball, knocking it away. Warriors will reset here, 2nd down and 15.
Guys, they're showing you they're just going to play man-to-man.
Yeah, we'll have to look and see. And they might be in zero coverage, too, with no safety.
There was not a safety.
They're trying to stop the run, and that's what they do on this handoff. Zone keeper by Cantrell. He's only able to pick up a few yards and bring up a long 3rd down for the Warriors.
Washington there, middle was clogged, TJ. That's tried to run it, and Beggs, they're a big physical team up front. Washington 3rd and 15 here, going to have to. Done a pretty good job on the year converting 3rd downs, TJ, but they're going to have to come up with a good one here, 3rd and 15.
Cantrell trying to draw him off sides as the play clock ticks under 10 seconds.
Go from no safeties to 2 safety set right here.
Cantrell rolls to the right. He's looking for Kobe Scott. Kobe Scott catches it at the 35, and the Warriors have their first down of the night. Good timing route there by Cantrell to Scott.
Pretty typical play. Go to one of your go-to guys right there. Just find the first down marker, go and set. And Cantrell links up with Kobe for a big Warrior first down.
Threw that one on a dime.
1st and 10 from the 35 now. Again, a loaded box by the Beggs defense. They have 8 guys in there. Cantrell fakes the handoff, rolling to the left, throws it to Cage Morris. Guy tries to pick it, but he's missed. Now he's at the 30. Tackled at the 25. The Beggs defender tried to jump the route. Cage Morris, good concentration by the sophomore wideout to take the ball down to the 25-yard line of Beggs.
Stuart, what'd you see there? TJ called it out. Beggs tried to jump that route right there, but kind of bit him in the butt.
Again, they're playing, like TJ said, that cover 0. No, there's no help over the top.
1st down and 10 from the 25-yard line. 10-12 to go in the 1st quarter. Handoff goes to Cole Scott. He is stoned in the backfield. It's like number 14 for the Beggs Demons, Braden Davis. Beggs defense is big and physical up front. That front 7 is going to be tough to run on.
That's one thing Coach Miller talked about. This is going to be a physical game in the trenches tonight, TJ. Washington's kind of done a good job of handling big physical teams, but man, these Beggs has some big boys down there in the hole.
2nd and 14. Keeps it. Hands Kobe Scott up the seam, and it's good for another Warrior first down.
I didn't think Kobe was going to catch that one right there.
Hey,
Go ahead, Stuart.
Major's doing a great job of throwing the ball where only the Washington receiver is going to have a chance to catch it.
Yeah, Kobe did a good job at knowing he's going to get hit and just made sure he held on to it.
Well, Stuart, you call that out. Majors only has 3 interceptions on the year. That's pretty solid for a sophomore quarterback.
Sends Steele in motion, hand it up to Cole Scott up the middle. He's got a hole, and he drags defenders just right at the 5-yard line. They're going to mark him at the 6. He'll be second and short for the Warrior offense.
Good solid run right there on first down. TJ bring up 2nd and 8 here for the Warriors. Every yard is going to be earned tonight for Cole Scott. A big physical game up front. He's going to have to earn them.
Another handoff to Cole Scott, and he breaks a tackle in the backfield and looks like he pushes forward for a first down. Good job by the running back to keep his legs moving. He was wrapped up in the backfield by number 10, Luton Reed, but still able to get the first down.
I'll be curious to see if we're going to see the K-Dozer package tonight. Yeah, first and goal.
I don't know if, even if they know they're going to run it, that's not a good strategy. They basically have 10 guys in the box right now. Cantrell hands it off to Cole Scott. He's trying to get to the outside.
He's there. He got a flag, though. Looks like we're going to have a hold on the... Stuart, I don't know if you can see that. Looks like it's going to be on the back side.
Yeah, it's a hold. They've got it marked at the goal line.
He didn't score on that one?
No. Yes, he did score.
Oh, okay. The hold's at the goal line. I got you.
The hold, yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I'll back it up to the 10. Still be first and goal for the Warriors.
Yeah, I don't know that you want to go to that Wildcat package yet, because you want them to have to think about that you might throw the football.
Right. First and goal with 8 minutes and 9 seconds to go in the first quarter here at Langston University. Have to keep an eye on that Marlowe-Eufaula game.
A little official's timeout here.
The clock's been running, I think. Hey, guys, if this mic, leaving it on, is catching too much crowd noise, let me know. And
You sound great right now, man.
Sound good.
Okay, well, I just didn't know if it was getting too much.
It might sound like that Bedlam game last week.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about that one.
Can't remember who won that.
I don't either. All I know is y'all beat us and our coach quit.
They add 6 seconds to the clock, 8 minutes and 10 seconds now.
Coach Crawford is shouting words of encouragement to his offensive lineman.
He doesn't ever shout, does he?
He sends Steele in motion, hand it off to him in the jet sweep. He's got it to edge. See if Hendricks gets him to the end zone. He's in.
Oh, he's in. Let's go.
10-yard touchdown run by Lane Steele. Puts the Warriors on the board first.
TJ, I like the mix of offense. The middle's been kind of clogged, so they've run some misdirection. Got outside the tackles during that drive and had quite a bit of success. So great play call right there, a little jet sweep. Lane Steele, we've seen that time in and time out throughout this year, and he gets in, puts the Warriors' first score on the board.
Hegeman in for the extra point. Snapped it down by Jackson Hendricks. There is a penalty on the play. It's no good, so we'll see what the officials call here. We're down 2 deep snappers, if I'm correct. We had Nate Roberts is now our deep snapper. Jacob Jones.
Now you got a decision to go for 2.
Now put it half the distance to the goal. Personal foul on the Beggs Demons.
Will that be enforced on the kickoff, Stuart?
No, they can. Well, you can. If we had made it, you could have taken it on the kickoff. But since we didn't, they can mark it. They'll mark it off half the distance.
Did you see what that penalty might have been?
I think
they jump over the center, maybe. Yeah.
Yep.
As I was saying, Jacob Jones has been sick this week, and Jamison Holland out on concussion protocol. So Nate Roberts taking the deep snapping duties. So Looked to be a good snap by the freshman tight end, backup quarterback. Jackson Hendricks, the holder, and Sam Hegeman, the kicker. A little bit closer, and this time it's through.
Guys, one thing that you got to think about, we'll go to the break and we'll talk about it when we come back.
With 8:03 left to go in the first quarter, Warriors lead 7-0. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Air Product Supply and Goldsview are proud to sponsor the Washington Warriors on Squirtle for the 2021 season. APS is the regional distributor of Climate Master geothermal heat and air equipment and Lux Air and Oxbox as well. If you are looking for a local heat and air service company, call us at 405-288-0233 and we can put you in contact with the local professional heat and air company. All the employees of APS want to wish Coach Brad Beller and the rest of the Warriors and coaching staff the best of luck this football season. Go Warriors!
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices.
Welcome back to W.E. Anderson Stadium in Langston University. TJ Scholes here, Kyle Harris, and Stuart McPherson on the sideline. Stuart, you brought up a good point during the break. We're on a college campus, and those field goal posts are a little bit more narrow than the high school ones.
Yeah, you got to make sure everything's through the middle.
Mason Thomas with the pooch kick, takes a bounce, stays in bounds. Holy cow.
Wow.
Number 11.
The referee had his flag in his hand.
I saw that. He was about to grab for it, wasn't he?
Yeah, and then here comes the Beggs Demon, picks it up for us. Thank you.
Put a little sauce on that
It
one.
was close. Now, Stuart, I know in the NFL and colleges you can do this. If you're the receiver, can you step out of bounds and then pick it up and it be a penalty still on the Warriors, since it would basically be considered out of bounds?
As long as he gets himself back in bounds before he touches the ball.
Okay. Here come the Beggs Demons offense. Red Martell and C.J. Brown in the half diamond formation by the quarterback, Aiden Hamilton. Handoff goes to Martell. Oh, my goodness. He's got a hole up the middle. Lane Steele tracks him down at the 30-yard line.
Talked about that, TJ. Beggs, they're relying on the run game tonight, man. They've got that two-back system back there. Two pretty good cats back there in the backfield. And we saw it right there. First play, massive hole, and hit for a big first down to start off the game.
19 yards on their first carry. That 1-2 punch. Something Warriors going to have to watch out for. They come out with stacked receivers on the right side. Handoff goes to C.J. Brown. Patient run. Spins off defenders. Finally brought down by Ben Vaughn and Kobe Scott. Not for another 10-yard gain.
Gonna have it.
And this game's going to be won in the trenches on both sides of the ball. Beggs, 2 quick first downs. Hamilton sends a couple guys in motion. That is Martell. Handoff goes to C.J. Brown. Nice tackle by Lane Spalding.
Spalding got a flag on the, it almost looked like it came from the sidelines over there.
It did. Could have an illegal formation.
Right, or he threw it backwards, so. And that's what it is. Yep. Legal formation backs them up 5 yards. And for Beggs, if you're Washington, you want to get good stops on that first down play. You want them to have to put the ball in the air. And so this penalty makes Beggs have to play behind the sticks a little bit. That's good for the Washington defense.
That's what we talked about. Beggs is definitely going to rely on that run game. If you can force them to a pass, kind of fits into the hands of our quick secondary, TJ, maybe come up with a big stop. So see what Beggs comes up. First down at 15 behind the sticks. We'll see what they run.
Hamilton sends Grayson in motion. Pitches it out to Grayson. Makes a man miss. Makes another guy miss. A lot of broken tackles, and he's able to pick up 10 on that play. Warriors in position to make the play, but unable to bring down the shifty receiver.
Yeah, Vaughn has him lined up at the line of scrimmage and just couldn't come up with the tackle.
That kid's a freshman too, so good moves there on this big stage by Ryan Grayson. 2nd down and 5 for the Demons. Hamilton comes out with C.J. Brown to the right. They're running the option with Hamilton. It's just a quarterback keeper. And he's taken some Warrior defenders for a ride for being drugged down by Lane Spalding. Lane leading the team in tackles this year. That linebacker position is going to bring up a 3rd and 1 for the Demons.
Pretty good play call right there. Second about 5, was able to run the QB on the edge right there, TJ. Get about 4 yards, make it 3rd and 1 here. A little 3rd manageable for what started out behind the sticks here. And they're looking at 3rd and 1 for a 1st down.
Big 3rd down here early in the ball game. 5:28 to go in the quarter. Hard count gets the Warriors to jump off sides, and the Beggs Demons will have a 1st down.
They don't need any help.
Got a score update from the booth here, TJ. Games in the 1st quarter, Marla and Eufaula. Eufaula's up 7-0 in the 1st there, so we'll keep an eye on that game. One other semifinal game we got going on tonight.
That's big happening there. Eufaula's got they got a penalty on the play, huh? Is that another illegal formation?
No, they called it against them. They said it was a false start instead of, so there must have been some movement in the interior of the line.
Last week we had issues with our center just moving the ball around. The refs were calling illegal snaps. I wonder if there was, like you said, something on the inside by the center or the guards flinching that drew the Washington Warriors offsides. It's a big play there for the Warrior defense. Now we got 3rd and 6 for the Demons. Handoff goes to C.J. Brown. And good job by the Warriors gang tackling him for only a gain of 3. He gets half the yardage back.
Stewart, he looks to be about 2 or 3 yards short. You think this is 4-down territory for Beggs based on the run game?
Why not, guys? Why not? Now, nope. They thought better.
I thought for sure they would go for that one, Stewart.
It's too early. It's too early. Warriors look like they're not going to put anybody deep.
Now they're going to play it safe here on 4th down and 3. Chance Jordan punting for. Goes over his head. He can't get it. It's loose. The Warriors take it down at the 15-yard line. That's where they'll start their 2nd possession.
What a play right there. You finally get a stop, TJ. Force them to a punt, and Washington coming up with a big turnover right there. That's not going to end well for the Beggs Demons.
Big play right there for the Warriors.
Big special teams play, exactly. That happened last year, too, in the semifinal game with the bad snap by the Beggs center sailing over the head of the quarterback and pinning them deep. The Warriors looking to take advantage early here.
Especially, guys, when Washington had no return set up.
Right. Take your time. 1st and 15, or 1st and goal, or 1st and 10, excuse me, from the 15. They send Steele in motion, looking to pass to Hendricks over the middle. He's got it.
He's in.
He's in. 15-yard touchdown pass from Cantrell to Hendricks. Put 6 more on the board for the Warriors.
Stewart, I was just thinking before that snap, you got 4:10 left. Are they going to try to milk this clock a little bit? But, man, you see Washington's quick strike there. One play, put another 6 on the board.
In for the extra point is number 14, Sam Hegman. They got a false start, or encroachment by number 8, Jeremiah Olden.
Good thing we missed it again.
He jumps across the line of scrimmage trying to get a block kick.
they're going to decline it.
Yeah, because the play.
Well, they're going to decline it, and that way it's you're kicking from where you want to kick it from.
Right.
Where you're used to kicking it from.
We'll try this again. This time, it's up and it's through. With 4:10 to go in the first quarter, Warriors lead 14-0. Watching Washington Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
We also help these schools live stream their games, so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Welcome back to W.E. Anderson Stadium. Warriors lead 14-0 after a 15-yard touchdown pass from Major Cantrell to Luke Hendricks. Set up by errant special teams play by the Beggs Demons. Almost another bad play. The Beggs return man, number 8.
Another fumble, guys.
Holden.
Ball's on the ground.
Nobody, the refs definitely weren't rushing in there, Stuart.
25-yard line, 26-yard line, where the Demons will take over on their second possession.
Guys, how big was that turnover just now? I mean, Beggs looking pretty impressive on that first drive, running the ball. Has the one penalty there on third down, puts them behind the sticks a little bit. Washington ends up coming up with a stop, and then snap over the head. That's definitely not the time you want that going down 14-0 here in the first quarter.
Still early, so you got to think that they're going to continue to run that football. As Martell is behind Hamilton. He is wrapped up. Caleb Bruce.
Bruce.
Gets in the backfield for the stop. And loss on the play. 2nd and 12 for the Warrior defense. Give Brucey a hard time this week. That quarterback for Rejoice made him look a little silly. He's trying to get some redemption. He does a good job there, stopping Martell for a 2-yard loss. This time they pitch it out to C.J. Brown in the flats. He's able to get up the sideline. Right at the 40 is where the refs will mark him out.
Had 2 chances there. Miller did a good job of getting in the backfield, and then you miss a tackle out here, let him slip. Stuart, this is definitely not one of them guys that you want to let slip through.
You know, these guys are the type that we need to go make contact with every time. We need to put a helmet on them so they know, hey, this is going to hurt every time I run the football.
Two receivers to the right for Hamilton. Martell behind him in the pistol. Martell running to the left. Tackled by Reese Stevens and Lane Steele after a 7-yard pickup, bring up 2nd down and 3.
Martell, one of the top 2 running backs, picking up about 7 right there. Another good first down run. Beggs here. Another impressive drive.
Yeah, I don't remember him from last year. He's a good-looking running back.
He's just a freshman, isn't he, guys?
He's a sophomore this year. He was a freshman last year, yeah. Definitely a good 1-2 punch there for the Demons backfield. Hamilton sends Grayson in motion. Runs the option with Grayson, fakes the pitch, and is tackled past midfield at the 48-yard line.
Nathan Spalding there was in the backfield, ran right by him. He was full just like us. Thought they handed it off. Quarterback ended up keeping it. Pretty good keeper. Was able to pick up a big first down for the Demons.
Good to see Spalding back after a couple weeks out with the injury. He was able to get cleared this week. integral part of that Washington defensive line. It's time to hand it off to Grayson on the sweep. Almost gets past Reese Stevens. Lane Steele there to bring him down after a pickup of about 5 on the play. Check that, 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6. 1:54 to go in the quarter. Warriors lead 14-0. Martell gets the carry this time, and Lions doing a good job for Beggs, pushing the pile forward. Give the Beggs another 1st down. Again, a handoff to Martell, and he is corralled by Reese Stevens.
Guys, if you notice, we're getting somebody making an initial hit. We're just not getting them down. We got to get that initial hit, get somebody down.
Yeah, there's someone in the backfield. They're right there. It's just they're strong running backs, and the Lions doing a good job pushing. See if the Warriors can get a stop here on 2nd down as they bring some pressure. And there's Hayden Milner to wrap up C.J. Brown.
There's the initial hit.
That's what you want. Daddy cooked some steaks again last night, TJ, and definitely paying off. He's been in the backfield numerous amount of times here in the playoffs, and what a good time to have a sack right there.
See if they'll let this clock run out.
Yeah, 20 seconds to go in the quarter as it continues to run. Beggs does not appear to be in any hurry. Looks like
they're signaling something in.
They're getting there quick. 7 seconds on 3rd down. Looks like the receiver might be lined up offside. They do get it off before the end of the quarter. They hand it off to C.J. Brown. Nothing doing as Caleb Bruce penetrates the backfield. And that's the end of the 1st quarter, with the Washington Warriors leading the Beggs Demons 14-0. You're watching Warrior football on Washington Warriors.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back, always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks.
Big 4th down play for the Beggs Demons as they're going to go for it. 4th down and 11 from their 37, 38-yard line. Hamilton rolls to the right, looking for a receiver, throws it up, almost picked off by Kobe Scott. Hendricks slapping his hands because I think Hendricks thought he might have been able to get it too.
Had a good little play call there. TJ rolled out and just kind of waiting for that play to develop. Had 2 receivers there, but Washington had that thing covered up. Kobe almost comes up with a pick. And Warriors
good thing he did.
Turnover.
Right. They'd have lost yardage.
20
on that
yards.
play.
Yeah.
Warriors will take over at the 38-yard line.
That was gutsy, guys. It's just a two-score game, and the second quarter is just starting, and now you give Washington great field position.
That is right, Stuart. Maybe they're starting to panic a little bit. The Warriors had the ball 2 possessions and scored twice as they come out trips left. And Major barely able to get the handoff to Cole Scott as the defensive line.
They had that blown up in the backfield. You called it there. Barely able to get that handoff down, and man, Beggs blown up the middle. Be kind of curious to see if they go. I'm not sure if it's the last drive or the drive before. They kind of split out, started getting outside the tackles, and had a lot of success there. So we'll see if Coach Autry wants to go to something like that.
They spread it out. They're looking to pass it up the middle. Lane Steele is open at the 50. Nice pass by Major Cantrell as Lane Steele is able to catch it in traffic.
Guys, that's going to be open all night long as they play single coverage.
And now the Warriors are going tempo. Handoff goes to Cole Scott. Oh, my.
Blown up.
Number 7.
Stuart, I'm with
Darian
you, though,
Johnson.
bud. You have 4 receivers, man. Line up, go 4 wide, make them cover you. And like you said, that middle is going to be open all night. We've seen that time and time again, whether it's Cage Morris and Lane Steele there, man. Hit him over the middle.
Cantrell nearly gets the defender to jump into the neutral zone. Now Beggs switching defenses into cover 2. They throw it out to the right to Kobe Scott. He is met immediately by number 12, Ryan Grayson. He's able to pick up a good amount of yards on that first down play.
TJ got a little score update here. The other semifinal game, Marlowe and Eufaula knotted up at 7-7 there in the second quarter. So that's looks to be a dogfight there in the other matchup we got going on tonight.
3rd down and 6 for the Warriors. Ball is inside the 40 at about the 38. Warriors again with that 4 receiver set. They've had success up the middle. Pressure brought, and it is picked off at the 30 by number 3, Kyron Grayson. Looked like Cantrell and his receiver were not on the same page on that play, Kyle.
Yeah, had a little pressure there in the backfield. Major had to get rid of that one, threw it just a little bit short. Ended up coming up with a big turnover there for the Beggs Demons.
Warriors undersized up front, and they've got to, whether it's starting to double team, trying to get some motion to help, but their pressure's coming right up the middle.
$9:53 to go. Not sure what's going on. They're going to rush to the line of scrimmage, and interesting, they might run out of time here before they snap it, and they do.
They had to call
Looks
timeout.
like they call a timeout.
Well, we'll see. Yep, they're going to call timeout before the penalty.
We'll take one with them. Watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, racing.
Welcome, Warrior fans, back to W.E. Anderson Stadium on the beautiful campus of Langston University. Beggs coming back onto the field after an interception by number 3, Kyron Grayson. They'll take over at their 30. 1st and 10. Handoff up to Martell, and he was smoked in the line of scrimmage. 61, Baylor Haynes coming up the bottom of the pile.
And they've got linemen slow to get up.
Baylor's got quite a few snaps this year, TJ. Young guy, young sophomore kid, good-sized kid, man. He's got in the mix and done a great job here for this Warrior defense coming down the stretch.
It's one thing the Warriors had the luxury of being able to do is keep their linemen fresh. They're going to have that tonight with the size and physicality of this Demon offensive line. Gain of about 2 makes it 2nd and 8. Hamilton takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Now rolling out to the right. Going to try to run it. Spins off of some tacklers and is stood up by number 8, Ben Vaughn. And then another host of Warriors come to help his teammate out. It'll be about a yard or 2 short.
Hamilton did a good job of escaping right there. Had a little bit of pressure and was able to pick up a lot more than he should have picked up, TJ, and bring up a 3rd down and manageable 3rd down and 1 here for the Demons. I'd assume, Stuart, they're probably going to go with a little run or QB sneak right here.
As they're piled right up next. C.J. Brown under center, takes it to the left. And he's going to get enough for a 1st down.
Jackson Hendricks coming up from that free safety spot. That's what you got to do is put helmets on these guys. Every time somebody touches the football, we need 3 or 4 guys with a helmet on.
Yeah, and it might take bringing an extra guy from the backfield to do that. 8:26 and counting in the half. Warriors lead 14-0. Demons come out in a 3-receiver set. Handoff goes to C.J. Brown as he dances through the line of scrimmage near midfield.
Be curious to see what these 2 running backs have at halftime, TJ. They picked up some big yards tonight, I know. Probably 5 to 8 yards per carry is what they've been averaging. So, man, the running game is strong for Beggs.
Yeah, they've really been self-inflicted, wounds for the Demons with the bad snap and then some penalties. The Warriors doing a good job of bending and not breaking on the defensive side of the ball. 2nd down and 4. Warriors bring pressure up the middle. Quarterback keeper.
Got through there. I thought they had him stopped in the backfield and just kept moving.
Yeah, Hamilton showing some strength. Caleb Bruce coming in now for Haynes. And number 55 for the Warriors, Tanner Winlock. Warriors going with a 4-man front to try to stop this rushing attack of Beggs. Beggs comes out. Strong formation to the left, and that's where they're looking to run it. Good job by Lane Spalding. Get C.J. Brown in the backfield. Only a gain of a 1 or 2 on the play. Bring up 2nd and long.
Great stop there, Stuart. With 6 minutes to go here, Beggs got to be feeling pretty good. If they can maybe sneak in right here and then get the ball to start the 2nd half, feeling pretty confident with the run game that they've had so far, man. You got to feel good as a head coach about that.
Yeah, but just look how much time they're taking, guys. Yeah. It's eating a lot of clock, and you're down 2 scores. But they can't throw the football.
2nd and 9. Warriors bringing more heat. They're looking to throw it. He steps up in the pocket, lobs it. Jackson Hendricks with the interception.
Let's go, Jax. We'll get you on.
A great job by the defense there. They're playing, they show man, but they're playing a zone because the 2 receivers cross right in front of Colby. Colby takes the guy to the outside. Jackson steps right up in front of that pass. I thought he got face mask on the tackle.
Great play by the junior safety. Come up with that interception. Washington take over at the 23-yard line.
Stuart, I'll take back what I said. So much for milking that clock.
Yeah, and that they can't throw it.
Right.
Again, they're back to single coverage. No safety help.
Warriors coming out. They have a tight end. This is a formation they were able to score with Kelton Schultz last year. They run it to Cole Scott instead. He's at the outside edge, pushed out of bounds by number 7, Darion Johnson.
Brucey pulled from that center position and just flattened the defensive end out there.
2-yard gain will make it 2nd and 8.
And then just sort of stood over him and looked at him like, what? Is that all?
6 minutes and 3 seconds to go in the first half. Warriors lead 14-0. Getting the play call in from the sideline. Game play clock, 6 under 10 seconds. Cantrell seeing pressure, throws it deep to Luke Hendricks, and Hendricks can't find the ball. Cantrell had to get rid of it. He had 3 guys in his face.
Well, Luke ran to where the open field was because he knew there's no safety help. He's got the defender on his outside. He's running to the open spot.
Cantrell had Lucas Roberson, 6'2", 265 pounds, defensive lineman in his face. A little bit of a size advantage there for with Cantrell to Mr. Roberson. Big third down play here for the Warrior offense.
One-on-one on top.
Cantrell rolling to the left, throws to the left, and it is caught by Lane Steele.
Great catch.
Throwing into double coverage and goes up and gets that. What a pitch and catch right there, Stewart.
Great catch. Went over the top, bobbled it, brought it in. Great catch.
Coverage by Kyron Grayson, trying to get his 2nd pick of the evening. Unsuccessful. Cantrell again with the hard count, trying to slow this rush down. Takes the snap and hands it off to Cole Scott.
Nothing there.
There's too much penetration there by the Demons. You gotta keep them honest though, Stewart. You gotta run it still. You can't just give up on that.
Oh no, there's no doubt. You've got to make them at least believe that you're going to throw the football because Washington has proved they can throw the football. But they've got to establish, and they've got a great running back. Cole Scott, he'll break one here in a minute.
4 receivers for the Warriors. Demons in man-to-man coverage. Cantrell can get some time. They just throw an out route to Hendricks. He spins off the defender.
Uh-oh, big boy move.
Another one inside the 40 to the 39. And good for a Warrior first down.
That's what we like right there. Get the ball in your playmakers' hands and let them make big boy moves out there. Juke 2 guys. Was able to pick yards after the catch. And big first down catch right there for the Warriors.
Warriors get to the line of scrimmage quickly. Send a man in motion. That is Steele on the jet sweep, and he is tripped up by number 10, Luton Reed. No gain on the play. Will bring up 2nd down and 10 with 4:20 to go in the half.
Beggs has done a good job of getting upfield with their defensive line tonight. I mean, their 2 defensive ends have absolutely blown up plays on this series, TJ. A couple in the backfield, and they're going to have to get something figured out, get them guys blocked.
The Warriors can get past that first wave. There is nobody there left to tackle. That's a big job there for the offensive line.
There it is.
Cole Scott. Brought down by number 7, Darian Johnson, but a big run
gives the
Warriors a first down. So we have an injured Beggs player. That looks like the defensive end, Luton Reed.
Brucey, again.
Or linebacker, excuse me.
Brucey just blew him up.
Timeout on the field. We'll take one with him. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Functional Rehabilitation and Imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Diesel Horse Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorse get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Hey, Warrior fans, this is Brian Arthur. My wife Jennifer and I are proud sponsors of the Washington Warriors and would like to wish all the Warriors and their coaches the best of luck this season. When you need a locally owned company that you can trust, look no further. For over 20 years, we have offered all of our customers the best products and services in the industry, whether it's residential.
Welcome back to W.E. Anderson. Luton Reed able to get off the field with a little bit of help from the trainer. I want to thank our sponsors for allowing us to keep this stream free. One of them, Chuck and Charlotte Willis from Washington Nutrition and Energy. I want to give them a shout out for sponsoring our broadcast tonight. Make sure you guys go see them at Washington Nutrition and Energy on Main in Washington, Oklahoma. Warriors got a first down on that Cole Scott carry. Ball is on the 30-yard line with 3:43 to go in the half. This will be the 8th play of this drive. Warriors looking to grind some clock. Cantrell fakes this handoff, now rolls to the left. He's going to try to keep it and get as many yards as he can. He gets to the edge, now he has some blocks. Stays up by his own run, he's still up. Still up, he's getting carried by his lineman. That might be a penalty.
Yeah, you don't call that.
They did.
Number 60.
Is that a spot foul, Stuart?
Wyatt McCauley kept Cantrell up from falling and then carried him a couple of yards forward, but he might be.
Is that going to be a spot foul, Stuart?
Yes.
Or spot penalty?
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
we're not
from
playing
the
basketball.
See what the officials call.
He did. There's no doubt about that he did, but, you know, it's, you just don't see that called ever. And it happens all the time, especially when a runner gets in a pile. You got people that are pushing the pile and everything, but yeah, we just don't call that.
Right. It's like the old Bush push, right?
Yeah.
Reggie Bush.
Hey, the Warriors are giving Beggs a little of their own medicine right here, guys. You said it, TJ, that was play 8 or 9 of the drive.
Yeah.
8 in this clock.
First down nonetheless on the play.
Yeah, we've got plenty of time on the play clock. Let that game clock eat. Now the defensive change, they go to a cover 2 now.
High snap. Cantrell
gets away from him.
Let's see who recovers.
I think we ended up getting
Scott
it there right
fighting
at the
for
end.
it at the end.
Beggs had a chance, and Cole Scott was able to come in and swoop it up.
That's not what you needed at that point.
Second and long now for the Warriors. Good job by Cole Scott, though, wrestling that ball free. That was on his side, and you had a Beggs defender right there scraping at it. Scott shows his toughness. Second down and 24 for the Warriors. 2:20 to go. Stuart, you might be right here. They need to try to kill some clock here. Don't give Beggs a chance to get the ball back. Cantrell steps up in the pocket. He's running for a couple yards. Nice gain on that play. Will bring up third down in about 16.
Was able to pick up a little bit more than he should have. They had him in the backfield there. Could have made him really pay right there being behind the sticks, but Cantrell scrambled for a few. Still behind the sticks. Third and about 15 here, TJ. We'll see. I'm sure Washington will milk this one down as far as they can get it before they run this play.
There's 1:40 to go on the game clock and 15 seconds to go on the play clock.
Just like you said, the Warriors, if they can get past that first initial line, there's room to run.
They've had some success with Cantrell running the ball. They haven't done a lot of that this year, probably just to protect him. And might see a little bit more of that in the second half as Coach Beller and his staff saw something they didn't like. Want Want to take a timeout? We'll take one with them. Warriors lead 14-0 with 1:21 to go in the half. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Or commercial, we got you covered. Give us a call or visit our website.
B&H Construction is a proud Warrior partner. They are the leading directional drilling contractor with major operational hubs all over Oklahoma and in Texas. Their involvement in and support of our community goes far beyond utility construction. They're also a good neighbor and friend. When experience and safety count, your best source for directional drilling is B&H Construction. Go Warriors!
Darren Beller and Jason Hendricks, owners of Air Product Supply in Goldsview, are proud to sponsor the Washington Warriors on Squirtle for the 2021 season. APS is the regional distributor of Climate Master geothermal heat and air equipment and Lux Air and Knox Box as well. If you are looking for a local heat and air service company, call us at 405-288-0233.
Welcome back to W.E. Anderson Stadium. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris and Stuart McPherson on the sideline. Warriors with a big third down play late here in the first half. Cantrell sends Steele in motion, looking to pass, throws it to the right, and it is picked off again by number 3, Kyron Grayson. That's his second of the evening.
One more time, throwing in the triple coverage there, really try to force that one. Major rolled out, definitely a called play, and he was looking for him, but he just threw it up. Beggs coming up with another pick. Got a little score update. Marlowe just went up 14-7 on the other semifinal game. They're up 14-7 on Eufaula. That game's right before half as well.
1:15 left in this half. Beggs on the 17-yard line. The Warriors, they just really need to make sure you keep everything in front of them right now. No big plays.
Each team with 2 timeouts.
As Beggs comes out with 4 receivers. Throw it to the left, and it is past the receiver, number 12, Ryan Grayson. Bring up 2nd and 10. In coverage, Lane Steele.
Stewart with the minute 12 here, they're definitely going to have to show some passes here. You talked about them. They've been really trying to run the ball tonight. They're coming down the stretch here. They're going to have to show some pass.
Well, and that's what they like to do is just throw the quick.
Handoff goes to Martell. He was tackled at the ankles by Caleb Bruce, and Tanner Winlock in on the play. We'll bring up 2nd down.
Or use another timeout.
I'm kind of like you, TJ. You gotta play off the ball, keep everything in front of you. But you've got 2 pretty good running backs back there in the backfield. Can't give up any big run plays here. So definitely going to talk about it.
3rd down and 6 coming up.
You either got to find that play that's going to get you a 1st down. Don't want to go for it. You can't really go for it in 4th down that deep. So you're going to have to make a decision here. What's your best play? You're going to run the football. They've had their success running it, not so much throwing it.
Yeah, I think you're right there, Stuart. I feel like they got to run it, but then you're as a Warrior fan, you load the box and then put your corners. You got good corners and safeties. Put them on islands. You still just don't want to give up that big play here with just 1 minute and 7 seconds left in the half. Don't want to give the Beggs Demons any momentum.
None at all.
Beggs comes out. 2 receivers to the right and a single receiver to the left. They send a man in motion. Ball almost snapped. Officials throw a flag, blow the play dead. I think it's probably on the center on the snap. False start is the call, and that'll back the Demons up 5 yards. It'll be 3rd and long for Beggs. Not the cleanest of games by both teams.
Well, Stuart, you'll have to go talk to Bob, get us some stats. I'll be curious to see what the penalty yards total is.
We're going to get together here in a little bit.
3rd and long for the Demons. Warrior defense sends Lane Spalding up the middle. C.J. Brown breaking through tackles. And Kobe Scott, my goodness, probably a touchdown saving tackle by Kobe Scott.
That kid's impressive, man. He made about 4 or 5 guys miss, was able to get to that second level, and Kobe with a touchdown saving tackle there.
Another injured Beggs player is number 33, Lucas Robertson.
They haven't called timeout, have they?
They called an official's timeout.
Right, well,
yeah.
I mean,
Beggs called their 2, so I don't know if they have any left. Even though the scoreboard says they have 2 left, they called 2 timeouts on the previous 2 plays. We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
And put you in contact with the local professional heat and air company. All the employees of APS want to wish Coach Brad Beller and the rest of the Warriors and coaching staff the best of luck this football season. Go Warriors!
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities because we're in your communities with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
Welcome back to W.E. Anderson Stadium here on the beautiful campus of Langston University. Roberson able to walk off on his own power. Looked like a knee injury. Beggs has a first down with 58 seconds to go in the half. Play should start on the whistle of the ref. The clock should, excuse me. Doesn't? Okay. Snap hot into Hamilton. He picks it up. Now he's looking to throw. He's being chased by Spalding. Still being chased. How is he getting away? Now he's going to try to run, and he gets out of bounds. Ran for about 100 yards in a 5-yard radius. Only a 5-yard loss on the play.
Milner hit him, spun off of Milner. Milner comes up and couldn't find him.
The play took 13 seconds for a 5-yard loss. I thought for sure he was going to run it after he got away from the initial pressure.
He was still looking, wasn't he?
Yeah, and probably a good thing he didn't decide to pass it. A good coverage there by the Warriors secondary. 2nd and 15. Handoff goes to Martell. He's being chased from behind by Hayden Milner. And he is brought down for no gain on the play. As the clock continues to run, now they stop it.
Who called a timeout? I didn't think Beggs had any timeouts left.
It's like
they signaled Beggs.
The two that they've had has been because of injuries.
That's right.
Okay. That was their last time.
No timeouts left by Beggs. We got some score updates, Stuart?
Yes, we do. Marlowe. They've extended their lead 21-7 over the Eufaula Ironheads, if you're from Eastern Oklahoma. The Ironheads. And then in the Class 4A, a little local action in Class 4A, Tuttle down 21-0 to Clinton in the second quarter in the Class 4A state finals.
Stuart, little playoff history for you for Eufaula. Eufaula is 0-5 in the semifinals. And their last appearance in the semis was in 2005.
Had some pretty good Sooner players come out of there.
Yes, sir.
3rd down and 15 for the Demons. Warrior fans on their feet. They fake the handoff. Hamilton's keeping it. It's past the 30. Warriors swarming on defense and able to bring him down. Looks like that's number 8, Ben Vaughn, finished up by Hayden Milner as the clock continues to run inside 20 seconds.
Stuart, since you claim to be a big bad Sooner fan, a couple of you forward players, I'll give you one, J.C. Watts. What's another one?
We've got the Selmans, the three Selman brothers.
Huh?
Hey, I want to say real quick hi to Pam Beller. She's listening in Galveston, Texas. TJ,
Nice.
you talk about the numbers of people that watch this broadcast. It's unbelievable, and that's halftime.
Yeah, 14,000 viewers last week from all over this country.
Yeah.
My family was watching it in Wisconsin. My aunt, some uncles, my sister.
That's what
my
I had.
grandparents watching it.
I had to go back and look. You said I figured 1,400 last week. I had to go back and double check that. You made a. Excuse me.
I was getting choked up over here.
You made a comment on a Facebook post, and I went back and looked at it, and you said 14,000. So, man, that's impressive.
Yeah, again, we appreciate our sponsors, the people buying ads for these corner ads that you see on the screen and the commercials during the timeouts, and as well as the shout-outs that we give, including Washington Nutrition providing some donations to us. When we get back, we'll have Dakota Barker and myself. Jesse Carey is sick tonight. I hope he's watching. Hope you get well soon, Jesse. Jesse did a great job last week filling in for Kyle. I'm going to try to fill in his shoes in this sports update at halftime. It is halftime, though. In semifinal action, the Warriors lead the Beggs Demons 14-0. Watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Hey, Warrior fans, this is Brian Arthur. My wife Jennifer and I are proud sponsors of the Washington Warriors and would like to wish all the Warriors and their coaches the best of luck this season. When you need a locally owned company that you can trust, look no further. For over 20 years, we have offered all of our customers the best products and services in the industry. Whether it's residential or commercial, we got you covered. Give us a call or visit our website.
B&H Construction is a proud Warrior partner. They are the leading directional drilling contractor with major operational hubs all over Oklahoma and in Texas. Their involvement in and support of our community goes far beyond utility construction. They're also a good neighbor and friend. When experience and safety count, your best source for directional drilling is B&H Construction. Go Warriors!
Darren Beller and Jason Hendricks, owners of Air Product Supply in Goldsview, are proud to sponsor the Washington Warriors on Squirtle for the 2021 season. APS is the regional distributor of Climate Master geothermal heat and air equipment and Lux Air and Knox as well. If you are looking for a local heat and air service company, call us at 405-288-0233 and we can put you in contact with the local professional heat and air company. All the employees of APS want to wish Coach Brad Beller and the rest of the Warriors and coaching staff the best of luck this football season. Go Warriors!
Welcome back to W.E. Anderson Field at Langston University. Warriors lead at halftime, 14-0 over Beggs. An exciting first half, riddled by some penalties and some turnovers. Warriors come out and score on their first two possessions. First one, a 79-yard drive on 8 plays, capped off by a 10-yard touchdown run by Lane Steele. And they were able to stop Beggs after 5 plays on their possession. Beggs fumbles the snap. Warriors defense able to tackle the punter at the 15-yard line and get a short field. 1-play drive results in a Major Cantrell 15-yard touchdown pass to Luke Hendricks. And then it's kind of been scoreless. Turnover on downs from Beggs, an interception by the Warriors, Major Cantrell with the interception. Then Jax Hendricks returns the favor with an interception of his own. But again, number 3, Kyron Grayson, 2 interceptions on the night so far, and then the half ends with Beggs running the clock out on that 4th down play. And Warrior offense really having success in the air. 8 of 12 for 156 yards for Cantrell. 1 touchdown and 2 interceptions. 29 yards on the ground. Warriors not able to get the ground game going so far. They do have 11 first downs and only 3 penalties for 20 yards. Beggs, 105 yards rushing on the ground, primarily doing their damage with the run game. 2 of 5 for 27 yards in the air and 1 interception for Hamilton. They have 6 penalties for 25 yards and 8 first downs. And so 2 quality teams. Dakota, you have an interesting viewpoint up here with the camera. What do you think so far of this first half for the Washington Warriors?
Well, I mean, for what I'm seeing from up here and everybody's seeing is it's a defensive game. I mean, they both got skill players on offense, and it's all about shutting down those skill players, the Kobe Scotts, the Browns, just trying to keep it even.
Yeah, and the Warriors done a good job of kind of bending but not breaking on that defensive front. And really, I'm sure Coach Beller's going to go in there and talk about the mistakes they made in the first half, because both those interceptions that were thrown by Cantrell, those were on long drives. The last one was on the 10th play of the drive at the 17-yard line. And so they're in the red zone, and it was a 3rd and long, so he had to do something with the ball. But that interception cost them field position, and the other interception was at the 38-yard line. Beggs took over at the 30-yard line, so you're on their side of the field. And, again, another 3rd down play that ended up getting picked off on some pressure. The Warrior offensive line, if they can protect Major Cantrell, he'll have time to pick this defense apart. Beggs' defensive line really doing a good job of getting some pressure on the quarterback.
Yeah, for sure. They've been in the backfield more times than they haven't, and that's something that if the Warriors can keep their D-line out of the backfield, who knows? Major Cantrell's great with his eye on downfield, so if they can get a couple guys open, stop that D-line, who knows what will happen.
Well, now we'll go to our weekly edition of the World of Sports, usually with Jesse Carey and Dakota Barker. I'm going to try to do my best. Jesse, very knowledgeable in all aspects of sports. We'll talk about the big issue of this week, Bedlam football. OSU knocking OU out of the Big 12 championship last Saturday with a big victory over the Sooners at Boone Pickens Stadium. Dakota, OU fan, I'm sure, right?
Yes, sir.
Probably wasn't very happy, but a lot of that is overshadowed. That game's been overshadowed by the surprising departure of head coach Lincoln Riley. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, and if OU can find a coach, I don't see that bothering him too much. Yes, he's a great coach, but for the bowl game, they brought back Bob Stoops, obviously an Oklahoma legend. So I think they'll be fine for at least the bowl game. If they can find them a coach, I don't think that'll bother them.
Now, Lincoln Riley, one thing that I think has really scorned OU fans is not only did he leave, and claim to have left after 2 hours of thinking about the decision, saying that USC called him on late Saturday night. Kind of hard to believe there. But also, he's taken a lot of the coaching staff with him and some key recruits, including the number 2 quarterback recruit in the nation, Malachi Nelson.
Yeah, I feel like they were at chance of losing him anyways with the fact that Caleb Williams was a true freshman this year. And even in that loss to Bedlam, you saw him running all over the field when he could get open. And so I feel like there was already a chance of losing him. However,
that's a good point.
The person I think is a bigger deal of us losing is our defensive coordinator, Alex Grinch.
Yeah, he kind of had them going in the right direction, and I thought the defense really played well towards the end of the season for OU. But you got to give credit to the Oklahoma State Cowboys. Kyle and I are big OSU fans, but also very pessimistic OSU fans. And I'm telling you, Dakota, after the first 3 games in the non-conference, I only thought OSU might win 1 game, and that would have been to Kansas. And they've surprisingly turned this season around.
Yeah, and they're in a great spot to make that 3rd or 4th spot in the playoffs. And I can see them jumping Cincinnati for that number 3 spot.
Well, yeah, if you get a Big 12 champion going up and winning down in Baylor, beating a top 10 team, that could put them over the edge. And then you never know what's going to happen in that Alabama-Georgia game. And Michigan-Iowa, it's Big 10 football. It's going to be 3 yards in a cloud of dust. So Iowa could shock the world there. So a lot of football left to be played this Saturday. Should be an exciting weekend. We'll switch it to the NFL. Dakota is supposed to do some basketball for me on Monday, then informed me that he might be going to a big football game. What are you doing on Monday?
On Sunday night, I'm going to the Sunday night
okay.
Chiefs-Broncos game. I'm going to watch the Chiefs, who've been red hot lately, keep it up against their conference rivals in the Broncos.
Now, it seems like they've kind of turned their season around as far as momentum goes after they beat the Packers. Since that game, even though they weren't scoring very much, after that game, their offense has started to click a lot more with Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce.
Yeah, and they're starting to look like the Kansas City Chiefs we've known for the past 3 years. We started the season, I thought they were going to go undefeated. They lost those games. I'm like, they might be the worst team in the NFL. But they came back looking like they are who they want to be. So
another local team, the Dallas Cowboys, coming off of a huge win down at New Orleans last night, missing some key players. I think Amari Cooper's still out, and then their coach, Mike McCarthy, out with COVID protocols, able to escape the Saints down in New Orleans with a big win last night to really have a they're a shockingly surprising good team in a division that everybody thought was going to be weak, but you still got to watch out for them Washington Redskins. Redskins seem to be for real on the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, they do, and that's always a division that you're like, they'll get a winner in their division. They'll play 1 round, they'll be done.
Right.
But this year, I can see if Washington catches up with Dallas, or if Dallas makes it, I can see them winning at least a game. They're looking like they're a better team than they've been in a long time.
And finally, we'll shift gears to the NBA. The Thunder, coming off a little bit of a shellacking last night, losing 152-79 to the Memphis Grizzlies, the largest defeat in NBA history. What do you make of this Thunder team, this young Thunder team?
Well, they're really young, and they just need more experience. They'll get some more draft picks, and they'll grow this team. And it's a rebuilding year, so they're not great this year. I mean, that's kind of obvious. They might be one of the worst teams in the NBA. However, they're still working. They play hard every week, every game.
Yeah, I agree. Last night, I think, was just an anomaly. Most of the games they played this year, when they've lost, it's still been a very close-scoring, competitive ball game, and you can see the talent in Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, in Josh Giddey, in Lou Dort. A lot of good young core players, and we were joking with some of my buddies. The Thunder, their average age is like 20, 21 for their roster, and that's including Derek Favors, who's a veteran in the NBA. OSU has 13 players on their football team that are over the age of 21. And so you might argue that the OSU football team, the guys in college, have a higher average age than, I'm guessing the defense does, because those guys are all like 6-year seniors, than the Oklahoma City Thunder do right now. And it's hard to win with youth. They have to take their bumps and bruises. But I do agree that they've been playing some competitive basketball, and when they're hitting shots and they're playing hard, like you said, they're really a fun team to watch, whether they're winning or losing.
Yeah, and they're a lot different than, they're complete opposites from the LA Lakers. Not only are the Thunder younger and the Lakers one of the older teams in the league, the Thunder, everyone touches the ball. Right. They're not going to just pull up and shoot just for the name. But the Lakers have all those people, LeBron James, Westbrook. I mean, they're
Rondo.
not.
It's like there's not enough basketballs to go around for that group, right?
Yeah, I mean, who knows, if they have 3 basketballs, they might win every game.
That's correct. Well, thank you, Dakota, for joining us this week in our weekly edition of All Around the World of Sports. Hopefully Jesse can be back next weekend. Hopefully we have another game next weekend for the state championship, and you and Jesse can continue your weekly halftime report for these fans. It's halftime here with 4 minutes to go left. We'll have an interview with Coach Brad Beller and Stuart McPherson as they bring the team out at halftime. You're watching Warrior Football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
It's no secret Pioneer Cellular cares about the students of our communities, because we're in your communities, with more retail locations than any other carrier in Western Oklahoma. It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans and MiFi devices. We also help these schools live stream their games, so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Welcome back to W.E. Anderson Stadium. TJ Scholes here, Kyle Harris, Stuart McPherson on the sideline. Stuart working his way to try to get Coach Beller an interview.
Well, I'm sure not going to walk out there. I'm not going to walk out there.
Don't be a rook.
Yeah.
Don't be a rook, Stu.
He told me going in. Here he comes.
Okay. Yeah.
He told me going in he was going to talk to me. So here we go. Halftime, Brad Beller. Brad, so far so good. 14-0. Trying to give Beggs a little of their own medicine there right before halftime, trying to eat some of that clock like they were doing.
We did. That was the biggest thing. We have a 14-point lead. Really wanted to punch that one in, and the bad snap on first down kind of set us back a little bit. But was very pleased with the way that we ran to the football. We didn't tackle great, but our aggression, we've got to get some better technique, and we've got to make sure that we can run the football a little bit up inside and finish drives.
All right, Brad, best of luck to you. Get them second half.
That's Brad Beller, head football coach of the Washington Warriors. As the clock gets closer to the end of the halftime period.
Yeah, guys, what Coach Beller said is exactly true. We've got to get our running game going. We've got to be able to eat some clock. Now we've got a 2-score lead, but we've got to be the one now that's watching it. Hey, go fast when you need to go fast, but be mindful of the clock. Be mindful of field position, and sure don't need to turn the ball over.
No, that's exactly right. We talked about it at halftime, Stuart, that those 2 interceptions that were thrown in Beggs territory. Those are opportunities that could have ended up in some points for the Warriors. But Warrior defense is doing a great job holding this Beggs offense to 0 points in the first half. I want to give a shout out to our partners, Chuck and Charlotte Willis of Washington Nutrition and Energy, that help keeping this webcast free for you guys, along with the rest of our sponsors and advertisers. There's still opportunities to buy ads or donate money to this program. We will be streaming basketball coming up in the following weeks after football season is over. Right now, we've been doing junior high home games with our high school announcers. They've been doing a great job. Been covering some 9th grade basketball, boys and girls. We will have basketball starting next week, the LATA tournament. Boys and girls will be playing in LATA on Thursday. Boys will open up against Kiowa at 5:40. Not sure who the girls are. I think they're playing the team from Texas. There's a team from Texas called Petrolia. They'll be playing early Thursday morning around 11:30. They get their season going as well. This is like one of the best parts of the year, in my opinion, Kyle, where you have football and basketball overlapping.
Yeah.
And so there's really something to watch every single night on TV.
Especially with you, man. You're in the gym every day practicing. Got junior high starting. You've been I've seen you at all the junior high games there, watching your guys, and coaching them up and giving them pointers in between games, and I enjoy seeing that. But yeah, it's a great part of the season. Kind of, we want to keep playing football because me and you do this.
Exactly.
And we enjoy watching this team. But man, as a basketball coach, you kind of want to jump, full reins into the basketball too.
Keep winning. Keep
but
winning.
You've got guys out here playing football, so you can't have them until it's over.
Exactly.
So.
Warriors come off the field as we get ready to start this second half.
Beggs gets the football, guys.
This will be a big drive to start this half and see what the Warrior defense can do. They can continue to shut them out. Any momentum could be started here for the Beggs Demons if they're able to drive down the field and get a touchdown on the board.
Well, you think about the last time the Warriors kicked off. They kicked it and Beggs thought it was going out of bounds and picked it up.
That pooch kick by Mason Thomas nearly resulted in a turnover.
I'll be kind of curious to see if they stick with that, Stuart. I mean, that second kick that they had went a little bit deeper. Put it in their. You don't want to put it in their running back's hands. I mean, they've got some quick guys back there, so we'll see what Coach Beller comes up with here to start the third quarter.
We've seen teams put their best special team return man at that 25-yard line as one of the secondary guys, hoping to get them the ball. Beggs chooses to run up on it. And he's shot down.
Cole Beller.
Cole Beller or Brett? Cole Beller and Ben Vaughn in on the tackle. Good job on Mason Thomas putting hang time on that kickoff. Demons will take over at the 23-yard line. Warriors all around the running backs in the first half, unable to get clean shots on them most of the time. Let's see if they are able to make that adjustment. TJ Brown with the handoff, trying to get to the edge, and he does. Runs into Lane Steele and Rhett Vaughn.
Takes him for about a 4-yard ride, too, after contact.
12-yard gain will give the Demons a first down. God, I don't know if you heard it, 105 yards rushing by the Demons in the first half.
I figured it would have been more, TJ. That's still a pretty impressive first half with two guys back there. Did we get who had what?
Not individually, no. Warriors only with 27 yards rushing, but they're doing a lot of damage in the air. First down from the 40. Hamilton keeps the ball, looking to run. Now he's got lots of room to run as he gets past the 30. Now cuts it back up the middle, and Rhett Vaughn tracks him down. Brother Ben Vaughn. Huge gain on that first down play. Takes it into Warrior territory. And in 2 plays, Demons are at the 24.
Two pretty good plays there, TJ. Notice one thing, got outside the tackles there.
Right. They were able to get the edge as the defense crashed in hard on the fake handoff. First and 10 from the 24. TJ Brown gets it and runs. They like running that left side. He is brought down.
Blowing that up.
Warriors scraping at the ball too, trying to get a turnover. No gain on the play will bring up second down. Excuse me, a loss on the play. About a yard, bring up second and 11.
Stuart, I got something that's driving me nuts. Is Juan, does he have a pad on top of his helmet?
Yes, he does.
Almost looks like he had a little cover or something.
Usually you see those just during practice, but probably kid just had a concussion.
Second down and 11 for the Demons. Looking to pass, they swing it out. They say it's a fumble. Oh, no, now they call it incomplete.
Wow.
Looking at the officials, they didn't call anything.
Never heard a whistle blow till right at the end.
Yeah, that's one of them you need a replay for, Stuart.
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, and then the
back standing
ref.
about the 40 and in the other side, so I couldn't really get you a good angle on that one.
The ref just missed the flip there, took one in the intersection.
Third and long for the Demons. Warriors in a good spot right now. It is 4-down territory, though, for Beggs. TJ Brown gets lined up behind the tight end. Handoff goes to Martell. He's running to the left. And he is going to be short, it looks like.
They're going to give
Lane
this one a
Steele.
pretty close spot. Looks to be about a yard
Crashed him
short.
up by the ankles, and it's going to be a 4th down and short here on this opening drive of the second half. Big play here for the Warrior defense. They're able to get this stop. Got to think maybe they go in that little bunch set that they had earlier.
Yeah, they ran almost a quarterback sneak, but they took it to the outside.
Right. Now they're going to come out in the pistol. The Warriors surely to bring pressure here, and
that's not
hard count. Gets the lineman for the Warriors to jump off sides. Going to give the Demons a first down.
Stuart, that's one of them you got to be disciplined on. You know they're going to try to do something quick, go a hard snap, try to get you a draw off 4th and short there. End up giving them a freebie for a first down.
Everybody's excited.
First and goal for the Demons. Deepest penetration that they've had all ball game. Martell takes the snap again, runs to the left. He's going to be close, pushed out of bounds.
1 half-yard line.
Spalding, Vaughn, and Steele in on the tackle. Be second and goal from the 1.
Yeah, they're just pulling everybody.
Student body to the left?
Yes, sir.
9:14 in the third quarter, or left to go in the third quarter. Beggs trying to put their first points on the game. are on the board. Quarterback barking out orders to his linemen. High snap. Quarterback's able to get it, and he is being chased backwards. Now he's got room to run. Looking for blockers, and I think he's going to get in. Holy cow. Almost a fortunate play for the Warriors, ends up in a 2-yard touchdown play.
Well, Coach Beller is talking, what he's talking to his defense about, that when you make contact, you want to run through people, just like they had to do with Carson May.
Right.
You run through them, you don't sling them down. Kids with good balance, they're just going to sling out of that, and that's what they showed there.
2-point conversion attempt for the Demons. They send a man in motion. It's Martell. He's trying to get to the outside corner, and he is stopped by Kobe Scott. Big stop there by the senior wideout, joined by Jackson Hendricks and Ben Vaughn. Keeps the score 14-6.
That could be big coming down late in the game there. Force them to go for 2 again. Not kicking it right there. Warriors staying up 8 points.
8:42 to go in the quarter. Warriors lead 14-6. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns.
Welcome back to W.E. Anderson Stadium, campus of Langston University. Beggs finally gets on the board after a 7-play, 77-yard drive, capped off by a 2-yard scramble by quarterback Hamilton for Beggs. He ran all over the field to pick up those 2 yards. Warriors still lead 14-6 as Chance Jordan kicks it off. Bounces, covered there by Ben Vaughn. Ben Vaughn breaks a tackle. Good return.
A little bit better return than the ones to start the game right there. That ball was kind of rolling, TJ bouncing, and he was able to find it. And you put it in the hands of that man with those kind of legs, he's gonna pick you up some yardage. So pretty good start here for the Warriors.
Coach K might have to recruit old Ben Vaughn to play some infield for him after that little scoop up on the turf.
A little 2-bagger.
Warriors will start their first possession of the second half at the 37-yard line. High snap corralled. Handoff goes for no gain. Loss on the play, in fact, by Cole Scott. The high snap kind of messes up some of that timing, Kyle.
Yeah, and it definitely does. With this big line of Beggs, man, you're going to have to be pretty consistent on how quick you get the ball off to get to that first level and even get past it, man. If anything is thrown off there, you see it right there. They're in the backfield having wrapped up.
Warriors come out 4 receiver set now. Second down and 13. Now Beggs rolls over a safety. He's in steal in motion and Cole Scott picks up a couple on the play. He's about a 1 missed tackle away from getting it to the outside and getting a lot of yards. Third down and long now for the Warrior offense.
Let's see what Autry has drawn up here for third and 11. Stuart, I would guess maybe something over the middle of the field here.
Well, they went to two deep safeties now, so look for something outside.
They had success on those out routes with Kobe Scott and Luke Hendricks. High snap. Looks like it's going to be a false start. Good job by Cantrell for snagging that.
Well, you got an offensive lineman that lost his card. And he never really got set.
not what the Warrior offense wanted to start this half. Let's see if they can make a play here. Got to think Beggs might be sending some pressure. 3rd and long. 3rd and 16.
Yeah,
7:08 to go in the quarter.
They're getting up on it now. No safeties. Got one-on-one down here at the bottom of the screen. Watch out for Hendricks.
They throw it up to Hendricks right by the sideline, and he is pushed out of bounds, incomplete. Good effort by Hendricks to make the catch, but number 3, Kyron Grayson, who's had 2 picks on the night already, able to push him out of bounds. Not a good start there by the Warrior offense as they lose 6 yards or 7 yards on that series.
Major threw that one where only one person could catch it, and he was wearing a red jersey.
Kobe Scott on for the punt. High punt. Takes a Warrior bounce and nearly hits a Beggs player. Rolls dead inside the 40 at about the 38-yard line.
Kind of be curious to see if this defense bucks up a little bit, pins their ears back, and tries to get a little pressure. Beggs didn't have any problem marching down the field on that last drive. TJ and Stewart.
Yeah, Washington's got to put together something here and get some early starts. Don't let them get a 2nd down and 1. Let's get them behind the sticks early.
I agree, Stewart. That last drive, they were able to, I don't think they got into a 3rd down situation. At least not any 3rd and long. Quarterback keeper is Hamilton. Looked like a messed up play there. But good job by the Warrior defense. Nathan Spalding and Hayden Milner in on the stop.
Ben Vaughn as well at the shoestrings.
Looked like they were trying to run option towards the bottom of the field. Bring up 2nd and long.
Stewart, I don't know about you, but I'm getting a little chilly up here. Close this window.
Perfect down here.
Hamilton hands it off to Martell, looking to run left, now cuts it back up the middle, and a host of Warriors bring him down after about a 5-yard gain.
Warriors did a little bit better job right there. That's what you want when they try to take it to the edge, get upfield, make them turn them back with the speed of this defense, be able to swarm in. Main thing is you got to tackle somebody.
Yeah, they were having success. They were able to get to the edge on that last drive, that touchdown drive. And that's how they're getting a majority of their yardage.
Well, here's what you wanted. 3rd down and 6.
See if the Warrior defense can get off the field on this play. Half diamond formation. Handoff goes to C.J. Black in the backfield. And here come a lot of Warriors as they bring him down for a 7-yard loss.
Big stop. Statement down right there, Stewart.
That's what you want. Hats on the guy. And they got the pressure inside and made him try to bounce it out and had plenty of help coming.
Yeah, they keeping the arms on the running back, too, until your teammates can come help you.
Run through. Again, that's what Coach Beller said. We've got to run through people. We don't sling people down. We're strong enough.
Chance Jordan back on for the punt. Better snap this time.
Line drive.
Yeah, line drive. Lane Steele thought about coming up and picking it up off the bounce, but it was going a little too hot for him.
That's probably a good choice, though. That ball, like you said, if you don't get hands on that ball, that's going to be trouble.
Defense. The story so far of this 3rd quarter, 2 3-and-outs. Or 3-and-outs by each team. And -9 total yardage combined for both teams. So might be the team that can get the offense going first in this 2nd half that ends up winning this ball game. 4:30 to go in the 3rd quarter. As the Warriors come out with 4 receivers, 3 of them on the right side of the field. Luke Hendricks in single coverage on the bottom side. They're going to run Cantrell. He's patient and is able to get the ball past the 35-yard line. He takes a hard hit on the turf.
Stewart, it's always good seeing your quarterbacks run, but you definitely definitely don't want to see him take not really a shot, but a fall like that.
Yeah, he got upended right quick.
Milner coming in now for the tight end position on this 2nd down and 4 for the Warriors.
2 tight ends.
Handoff goes to Cole Scott. He's able to get to the edge. He's going to be just shy of the 1st down, a 2-yard gain. Good pursuit by the Beggs defenders. Number 7, Darion Johnson, able to knock him down.
A little bit different set right there. TJ had too tight set, was able to get that edge sealed where he was able to bounce that. They've been bringing some pressure on the edge there. Was able to bring up 3rd down and manageable right here.
3rd and 1.
I think they're going to look to.
Might measure
this was closer than they thought. Yep, they're going to measure.
We'll see.
Got a score update. Marlowe and Eufaula, that game's still in the 3rd, or is in the 3rd quarter just like this one. Marlowe's up 21-10.
Our referee on our crew says it's going to be a 1st down or it's not going to be. Let's don't be stopping the game and bringing out the chains.
See how close they are. Might have to get a post-it note to see if it slides past the football in the 1st down marker. This official will get out of the way. Maybe the fans can see it. Looks like it'd be well short.
Clinton ahead of Tuttle 28-0 in the 3rd quarter.
Wow, the Red Tornadoes.
They were in the finals. That was the final that our crew called. We had Wagner Clinton last year. And Clinton was upended. 42-18, I believe, what the score was. So
Wagner's got a pretty decent football program, although
they were back-to-back.
Yeah, Bixby breaking their record of consecutive wins after winning a state championship last night. High snap, goes over Cantrell's head, and he just falls on it. Man.
They had Bruce over here when the defense was out working on the snaps and still had some high snaps. You know, you can deal with a high snap that's head high, but when it's up over your head, there's not a lot you can do.
Yeah. I hope it's not mental. You know, you hope you don't have the yips on that, throwing that snap down, you know. 4th down and long. It looks like Beggs might be bringing some pressure. They get close. Kobe Scott's able to get the punt off. And it rolls past midfield down to about the 47-yard line. Beggs will take over with good field position. Another 3 and out, and more lost yardage on that possession.
It's going to be a tight ball game till the finish, what it's looking like.
Semifinal football, wouldn't expect anything less. 2:30 to go in the 3rd quarter.
All the coaches, and again, they're not in Bruce's face over here. They're saying, let it go. It's okay. You know how to do this.
Right. Lane Spalding creaming up the line of scrimmage. Hamilton keeps it again, and he is tackled. Good tackle by Ben Vaughn. Only give up 2 yards on that play. Bring up 2nd down and 8.
Ben's had some good tackles here in the 3rd quarter. He's one of them guys that'll go down and hit you low. He knows how to bring guys down. That's about his 2nd or 3rd shoestring tackle here in the 3rd.
Guys, we're down to 2 minutes left in this quarter. It is fine.
A lot of running so far by both teams trying to establish the ground game. 2nd and 9. Send a man in motion. Now they're running the option. They pitch it to him. Warriors have defenders there, and he is brought down. Ben Vaughn again. Finished off by Reese Stevens, it looks like.
What you want there, make that quarterback give it up, and then you got 2 guys, Ben and Reese out there. That's 2 guys with 2 pretty good speeds. I like the chances out there on that one.
3rd and long. Got to think quick pass game here, Stewart.
I would think so. running game went south for them.
Warriors defensive line shifts.
They're going to have to use a timeout.
Beggs calls a timeout. We'll take one with them. 1:04 left to go in the third quarter. Warriors lead 14-6. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Welcome back to W.E. Anderson Stadium, Langston University. Warriors lead 14-6. Big third down play coming up for the Warrior defense. 3rd down and 11. Snap is thrown past the quarterback, and he just falls on it.
Wow. Hey, how many times tonight have they done that on 3rd down? That's bailed Washington out.
He's looking around. He's going to, I don't know if he's calling the play, checking off, but he was, and he didn't even respond like, what was that?
After the timeout, too.
Yeah.
They're going to run this one down.
4th and 29. They're going to have to snap it.
They do have to snap it.
Yeah. That's a minus 19 yards on that play.
That will hurt your offensive rushing stats.
No positive yards gained in this quarter by either team.
And your punter had his helmet off on the sideline.
Snap is good.
Boom.
Holy cow.
Boomed it.
Holy cow. That was a spiraling in the air. And what a flip of the field. The ball is down inside the 20-yard line.
I wonder if Lane lost that one.
That's a Pat McAfee
put that one in
punt
orbit
right there, boys. That's a Pat McAfee punt. It goes straight up and turns over.
Stuart, if I'm him, I'm telling you, hey, go sit back over there, take your helmet off. We'll call you. We'll call you on the next one, buddy.
Yeah, because, that's one of those that changed it. He hadn't punted like that all night long. Because he's hit some line drives, and when you needed it, he got one for you.
54-yard punt by Chance Jordan. Pins the ball inside the 20 for the Warriors with 4.6 seconds to go in the quarter. 2 tight ends for the Warriors. Snap is good there. They throw, knocked down at the last second. Pass was intended for Hendricks. He had single coverage out there on the out route. Batted down, and there will be 1.4 seconds to go.
Thought that was going to be the last play. We're going to get one more in.
Guys, they've made change at center, too.
Is it Easton Berglund back there now?
Yes, sir.
Easton Berglund, been the center since day one until Nathan Spalding got hurt and he had to move to right tackle. Handoff goes to Cole Scott. He's able to get to the outside edge and is pushed out of bounds by Johnson as the clock ticks 0 and we head into the 4th quarter. Warriors trying to punch their ticket to the state championship game at UCO. We'll have 3rd down and 4 when we return. We're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Support your school's booster club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835 or email adam@squirtle.com right now for more information.
Hey, Warrior fans, this is Brian Arthur. My wife Jennifer and I are proud sponsors of the Washington Warriors and would like to wish all the Warriors and their coaches the best of luck this season. When you need a locally owned company that you can trust, look no further. For over 20 years, we have offered all of our customers the best products and services in the industry. Whether it's residential or commercial, we got you covered. Give us a call or visit our website.
B&H Construction is a proud Warrior partner. They are the leading directional drilling contractor with major operational hubs all over Oklahoma and in Texas. Their involvement in and support of...
Third down for the Warriors, 3rd down and 4 as we start this 4th quarter. TJ Scholes here with Kyle Harris and Stuart McPherson on the sideline. Coach Weston Autry looking at Coach Beller. Looks like they're talking about a play call here. Like they're going to stay with it, not change the call they had at the break. Cantrell takes the snap, hands it off to Cole Scott, and he's going to be short of the 1st down, it looks like.
Yep, about a yard.
That'll be another 3 and out by the Warriors.
I thought that one might slip through, and they had an outside linebacker that came diving in.
Yeah, they had the box stacked there. He had a pretty good size hole.
They're going with 2 deep.
2 receivers deep for.
It's no secret that we provide opportunities for students to learn remotely with distance learning plans
And now they run up to the line of scrimmage.
We also help these schools live stream their games, so family members across the country don't miss the action. We sponsor schools and colleges because your children deserve the best. Pioneer Cellular. It's no secret.
Holy cow.
Stuart, you're going to have to
I don't
get
know.
a little direction on that. No, Coach Beller's hot.
It looked like they were going to try to draw the Beggs offsides on that play as Kobe went up under center. Now they have a 5-yard penalty, backs them up, and now Kobe will have to punt it. And Kobe, a nice punt, takes the receiver down to 40. And
Good
he is
tackle.
Tackled up. Nice tackle by number 52 for the Warriors.
Who that?
That would be Easton Berglund, the deep snapper.
Yeah,
Excuse me, he wasn't
I
deep
wished I could have gotten what they were saying, because everybody you can move like that as long as you get set for 1 second before the snap.
And they never snapped the ball.
No, didn't have a chance.
Interesting.
That was almost like he threw that flag immediately whenever they started moving.
Yeah.
C.J. Brown in the backfield. Hamilton takes the snap and hands it off to him.
Milner.
Hayden Milner getting off his blocks. No gain on the play. He'll bring up 2nd and 10.
I don't know if he really got off his block there. He just closed that in and pushed him down right in the middle. Big time play right there for Hayden.
2nd down and 10. Big drive here for the Warrior defense. Feels like every drive is going to be big in this 4th quarter. Spalding creeping up to the line of scrimmage. Now backs out. Martell gets the handoff. Tries to get to the outside edge. Stiff arms the defender. Keeps his legs moving. Is pushed out by Spalding. After picking up about 6 yards on the play, he'll bring up 3rd down and 4.
Beggs did a good job of stealing the edge right there. Coaches telling this defense, got to get off blocks and make plays, man. They did a good job of blocking downfield. And Washington didn't have anybody freed up, was able to bump the edge. And it's a pretty big pickup on 2nd down, make it 3rd down to manageable right here for the Demons.
The running back, Martell, does a good job of using that stiff arm to keep the defenders at bay. And now they're running the players off the field. There's got to be a timeout or a penalty. They're going to call a timeout.
That's good. Make them use them. They've used 2 already.
We'll take a timeout with them. You're watching Warrior Football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Stream with Oklahoma's #1 high school streaming service, Squirtle.tv. Find out more at Squirtle.com/stream.
At Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, we've helped a lot of people, and our goal was to treat each and every person like a friend. And as a friend, we've got your back always. We understand what you're going through. Being lawyers is what we do, but it's not all that we are. We care. We'll stand beside you throughout the entire legal process, not just as lawyers, but as your friends. We are Maples Nixon Diesel Horse, and we are here to help.
Big third down coming up for the Warrior defense. They try to stop Beggs from gaining any more yards on this play. They move Hayden and Brucey around. They just run the middle.
That was a good call.
Breaks through and hits T.J. Brown in the backfield. Brown falls forward for about 2 yards, and now you got an interesting fourth down decision here.
You got to go for it. Got to go for it.
That was kind of a different call right there. Coaches were screaming to get Milner to the other side, and
got him
he
just
blew
there in time.
and smoked that kid.
Fourth down play. C.J. Brown under center. Last time they ran it to the left side. He's trying to get him to draw off sides. And they're running to the left side again.
He's got it.
And he's able to get the first down. Kind of hard to stop when all the linemen are pulling that direction. He just had to find a hole and got through there. First down for the Demons at the 43 with 9:44 to go in the game.
Marlowe's up 28-10 now.
I wonder how much time's left in that ball game.
It's in the third quarter.
Third quarter?
Updated 3 minutes ago.
Say 2 minutes and 46 seconds.
Clock running here in W. Anderson Stadium. 9.5 to go in the ball game. Bad snap again. Hamilton picks it up, and he is brought down in the backfield. Rhett Vaughn takes him down at the 40. Holy cow, you got to wonder what would happen if these centers could get their snaps
figured
out.
There's a flag, guys. There's a flag down.
Where is it at? Over on the side?
Far sideline.
Wonder when that got thrown out. Legal formation. They'll decline that.
And you talk about them high snaps, guys. How many times have they been put behind the sticks tonight?
Kyle, but look, it's not really that high. It's right by his head. That's just a lack of concentration. You got to.
Well, I'm like you. I'm with you earlier. I think the communication is a little bit off there.
Right. Yep.
He snapped it several times when he wasn't looking.
Yep.
Second down and 28 for the Golden Demons. Handoff goes to Martell. He cuts it up the middle, and Jackson Hendricks
That's okay.
is able to drag him down. Good tackle by Hendricks. Could have been a lot worse. They gained 13 yards on the play. He'll bring up 3rd and 15.
Stuart, you called this earlier, man. They are pulling the whole student body.
No doubt. They're trying to get more bodies than you have. Taking their tight end out, so get ready for a pass here. Probably something outside quick.
8:20 to go in the quarter. Hamilton maybe ready to receive the snap. He does get it, fakes the handoff, rolls to the right, looking downfield, and is knocked away by Reese Stevens.
Great coverage by Reese, stepping over the top right there and getting a hand in.
Gotta like that, Kyle. You've seen the Beggs defenders a couple times try to go for that interception. Reese might have been able to go for that interception, but knew if you missed it, you're giving up the chance for a first down.
Well, that's Reese. That's Reese playing great coverage right there. The receiver had a step or two on him, and he just waited till that ball came out, used his speed and agility there, snuck in, slipped over the top, put a hand out there.
They're going to punt.
Chance Jordan.
Boom, the last one.
Punting. Luke Hendricks.
Yeah.
Dangerous senior. Back to receive it. High punt. Short, though. Takes a Beggs bounce. And rolls right around the 20-yard line to the 20. The Warriors will take over.
It's a big stop right there.
Guys, what we've got right now, 7:57 on the clock. We've got to get a couple of first downs at least out of this drive. We've got to get the ball down the field and flip the field on them. If we can't score, let's eat some clock because they're down to one timeout left.
Right. Get this to about a 4-minute game. You got to like your chances of them having to try to pass the ball against this secondary.
I'll be curious to see if we go back to little pop passes here, Stewart. He's got some guys that have the ability to get the ball out to him quick and make guys miss. So what we got going on? Play clock reset.
First down and 10 for the Warriors. 2 tight end set. They send Steele in motion. Hand it to Cole Scott up the middle. And he is tackled.
2-yard loss
by Chance Jordan. The punter.
A lot of negatives over there, TJ.
Yeah. A lot of them to some bad snaps. It's been 2 positive drives so far in the half. $7:25 and counting.
Have a little camera difficulties. We apologize. Trying to get it fixed here. Scott takes a handoff to the outside. Struck down. Barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Did stay in bounds, though, so the clock is still running.
That's important. Third and 13 for the Warrior offense. See what kind of coverage Beggs comes out in.
Watch the lane still over the middle right here.
Yeah, they're going single coverage. Looks like Beggs might be bringing some pressure. They're send 5. They have good protection over the middle. Luke Kendricks, and it is knocked away, almost intercepted by number 3, Kyron Grayson, trying to go for his 3rd interception of the evening.
Yeah, they got lucky he didn't get that one. That kid's got some hops, man. He went up. I thought he was going to catch that ball.
Just underthrown just a hair because Luke had a step on him.
Luke had him beat. 6:29 to go in the game. Warriors will have to punt. Kobe standing on his 5-yard line.
They have nobody back.
Yeah, Beggs nobody back. And Kobe just unleashes a ground ball.
Right.
And it's continuing to roll as it stops at the 23-yard line.
Gotta like that.
That'll flip a field. Wasn't as pretty, but just as effective.
59-yard punt.
That's longer.
It doesn't say pretty on that stat sheet.
It looks like it turned over and just dropped.
Good special teams play there by the Warriors. Beggs takes over at their own 23-yard line.
Possession battle here in the 3rd and 4th quarters.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3 and outs so far in this half by both teams. Defense is really flexing their muscles. As Beggs comes to the line of scrimmage. Handoff goes to C.J. Brown at the middle.
Yeah.
Tanner Winlock.
The host of Warriors.
And Lane Spalding stuff them for a gain of about 2.
Stewart, this defensive line starting to get in that groove. They're starting to pop some pads down there.
They're wearing on the offensive line of Beggs. Starting to wear on them a little bit.
2nd and 7.
They're doing what you need. They're controlling the offensive line and letting your linebackers roam and make plays. Keep
that
running that clock.
Yeah,
just run it. Just take your time, guys.
And then inside 10 seconds on the play clock. Hamilton snaps it. Deep handoff to C.J. Brown as they get to the outside edge. And he is tripped up by Ben Vaughn. They will pick up a first down for the Demons.
Clock's still running, though.
Ball's on the 34-yard line now. Nate Roberts coming in, play some defensive end for Caleb Bruce.
Stewart burning those 2 timeouts early might come down to hurt him here in the stretch.
Right. Yeah, you're going to need them at some point.
You got to wonder if they're trying to run away from Milner now after that last series. Milner stopped him. Quick pass to Martell. He runs over a defender and pushed out of bounds. Hard running by the tailback. Bring up second down. Kid's only a sophomore. You got
He's got a bright future ahead of him.
Yeah, they lose C.J. Brown, but you have Rhett Martell coming back. You got to think the Demons will be in the mix next year as well. Second down and 2 for Beggs with 4:56 to go in the ball game. Martell takes the handoff and almost gets stripped. Keeps his legs moving as he fights off a bunch of Warrior tacklers. Picks up the first down right around midfield.
Another good solid run. I'll be curious to see their yards after contact from these 2 running backs tonight. They've averaging about probably 8 to 10 yards a carry at least, TJ.
And like you said, they're really just, if they get going downhill, Coach Beller mentioned during the coach show, we want to get them going left and right, not downhill. You can't use their speed going left and right. Anytime they've been able to get downhill, they've been having some success. Another bad snap. And Hamilton tries to pick it up.
Balls up. Let's go.
Loose. Just follow the ball. They do.
Let's go.
Rhett Vaughn looking for the scoop and score. Unable to pick it up but just falls on it. And a huge play. Another errant snap by the Demons.
Stewart, you were right in front of that. I was waiting for you to start yelling, just fall on it.
Well, TJ was doing it all. And I'm thinking in my head, just fall on it, just fall on it, just fall on it.
4:19 to go in the ball game. Warriors in the Beggs territory for the first time in the second half. Ball is on the 34-yard line. A touchdown, pretty much do it. Beggs only has 1 timeout remaining. Handoff goes to Cole Scott.
He's got a hold.
Oh, man.
Man, good play.
Johnson with the tackle.
Johnson was shot out of a cannon. Again, their defensive line is doing a great job. They're cutting off the offensive linemen of Washington where they can't get to that second level and get those blocks on the linebackers.
2nd and 10 with the clock running. 3:56 and counting. Warriors going to take their time on this possession.
Yeah, you can milk a lot of clock here.
Need to gain some positive yards, get close to that first down marker, so make it at least 4-down territory. Steal in motion. Handoff goes to Scott, and he is met in the backfield by number 72 for Beggs, Jonas Thornton. A loss of 1 on the play will bring up 3rd down and 11.
Got to look to get outside the tackles, man. They are blowing that middle up, TJ. Got to tip your hat to this.
If he would have kept that, they had it set up, guys, for the option coming right.
With the other with Lane, right?
No, with Cole.
Oh, okay.
And it would have, no, I mean with Lane, yes, with Lane, it was there.
Yeah. Clock ticks under 3 minutes. Play clock is at 7 seconds. I think the Warriors probably going to call timeout.
Coach Beller is standing by the official.
Important play here. 3rd and long. Big play coming up for the Warriors. They can get a first down. Might be able to milk the rest of this clock out. We'll call a timeout with them. You're watching Warrior football on WashingtonWarriors.tv. Big third down coming up for the Warrior offense. 3rd and 11 with 2 minutes and 50 seconds to go in the ball game. Warriors lead 14-6. Let's see if they go for the first down on a pass play or if they try to make Beggs take their final timeout. They send Steele in motion, hand it to him on the jet sweep. Cole blocks the guy. Blocks. Close. He's going to be close to first down. At least makes it
about 30 yards short.
Yeah, that's going to allow them to go for it on 4th down, though.
They've got a player down.
Great kick out block by Cole Scott to spring Lane Steele free.
But the clock stopped, guys. I think he was out of bounds, plus you got an injured player.
Right. That player is number 72, Jonas Thornton. Just made the tackle on Cole Scott in the previous play.
What's your play call right here, Stuart? A little misdirection, or you just line up and try to get it?
Well, we haven't been able to get outside. We haven't been able to get up the middle. You know, I gotta have something that again, maybe a jet and try to get to the corner real quick. An option play.
Yeah, I think the option play, like you mentioned before, might be what they go with.
But again, time's on our side, so you know you want to. They've only got one timeout left, so they're not. You want to give yourself a chance to get this first down right here.
4th down and 1. First down will allow the Warriors to milk some more clock.
Yeah, if you get this first down right here, guys, you can nearly be close to running it out.
They come out with 2 tight ends. Cole Scott, the tailback, next to Cantrell. Handoff goes to Cantrell. He's going to keep it. If he can get to the outside corner, what a play by Johnson. There is a flag in the area of probably holding. We'll see what the call is.
You're probably going to have a chop block. But it's not going to matter because they're going to decline the penalty. And
yeah, there was a defensive player for the Demons.
Holding. They're calling holding. So it's going to not going to matter.
Beggs, give it up to them, man. That was a big stop.
I'll tell you what, that Johnson.
That's 2 plays in a row on this drive where he had the one where he came out of linebacker position, shot out of there. In that one too, got good speed. Was able to run Major down.
Yeah, Darian Johnson.
Big stop.
Having a heck of a game at that linebacker position. Imagine if they wouldn't have put him at running back, he'd have some success too. 2:37 to go. Warriors know what's coming.
Got to go the distance. Got to go for 2.
Only 1 timeout.
Official blew the play clock ready and play clock didn't start.
Yeah, it still hadn't started. Warrior fans are on their feet here at W.E. Anderson Stadium. Beggs comes out. 3 receivers to the right. Handoff goes to Martell at the middle.
Oh, absolutely blown up.
Nathan Spalding and Hayden Milner met him in the backfield. No gain on the play, and the clock is rolling.
That's highlight film right there, Stuart.
Your two defensive ends had a sandwich.
Hendricks comes in.
For Hendricks. Well, you get a little more speed.
Yeah, in that secondary, just in case. Hamilton rolls to the right, looking to throw it to deep, and it goes, wow.
Almost had that one. He had hands on it.
Jeremiah Olden in coverage was Luke Hendricks. Hendricks tried to undercut that, and the ball kept sailing. Almost completed to Olden. We'll bring up 3rd down with 2 minutes and 1 second to go. Ball is at the 28-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 10. See if the Warrior defense can get to the quarterback. The quarterback has had success keeping the play alive with his legs. He had 2 receivers to each side. Spalding looking to bring pressure. It's picked up. Hamilton gonna run it. He breaks some tackles. and is finally brought down by Ben Vaughn at the 46-yard line.
Pretty good little run right there. Had him wrapped up in the backfield, was able to escape. Seen that time and time again tonight, TJ. This kid has some impressive legs.
You had Milner and another Warrior that ran over each other in the backfield going to him.
135 and rolling. Warriors bringing pressure from the right side. Pass is thrown over the hands of Braylon Davis. Kobe Scott in coverage. Bring up 2nd down and 10 with 1:28 to go in the ballgame.
They've had some chances here, man. Credit this Warrior secondary coming up with some good coverage.
Guys, it goes back to this is not what Beggs does.
Right.
They're not a throwing team. They don't like to throw the football, and it shows.
2nd and 10. Hamilton takes the snap, hands it off to Martell, and he glides close to the 1st down.
Right at it. Going to be just a little bit short.
They're going to say he's short, so it's 2nd down. Beggs taking their time.
3rd down.
Or excuse me, 3rd down. Thank you, Stuart. With 1:10.
Sure don't want to give him another down.
Exactly. Hamilton keeping it to the right side, turns it upfield and runs past the 35-yard line down to the 34. Picks up the 1st down, and the clock stops with 1 minute left in the ballgame.
Stuart Milner was in the backfield right there. That's one of them you just got to break down and make a play.
Right. They're going to save this one timeout. Again, they're not going real fast, though.
Nope. They're trying to get organized. The coaches taking time. Hamilton still barking out orders as they've wasted 20 seconds. He rolls to the right, looking to pass. Now he's going to look to run back to the left. And he is almost brought down. And finally, Lane Spalding and Lane Steele get him. And finally, they call timeout. The clock is still running. Sure they'll reset the clock. We'll see.
Milner's slow to get up.
Those
No,
guys
Spalding.
probably a little tired chasing.
Yeah, right now everybody's gassed. You look at their offensive linemen and the Warriors. They know they've got to make a play right here.
Timeout on the field. We'll keep it right here. 2nd down and 6 with 29 seconds. A sack or
the
any.
officials trying to get more time on the clock. It looks like maybe 35.
35?
30.
30 seconds.
32,
Okay.
35, 30, 31.
But this is dangerous with no timeouts left for Beggs.
Well, and the thing that you got to respect is they're scrambling.
Yeah, they have to pass right here.
Yeah, but they, if he doesn't, you got to break down. You got to come make a tackle and be sure.
Right.
Be sure of yourself.
Just wrap up.
Yeah. Don't grab. Don't sling. Run through.
Right. 2nd down and 6 with 28 seconds. If they can get a stop here on this run play, if they can tackle him while the ball is still in play, you got to think Beggs only has about one play after that. 2nd down and 6.
They put 28 seconds on the clock.
4 receivers out. Hamilton takes the snap, looking to throw, looking up the middle. Luke Kendricks is there. Intercepted.
Ball game.
Down in the end zone.
Ball game.
The Warriors will be going to the state championship game.
Great read by Luke Hendricks.
Great read. Threw into double coverage too, Stuart, and just slipped right over the top. Easy pick. Warriors heading into next week, go compete for the gold ball.
Are they marking him down at the 1, Stuart?
Yeah,
I think so.
See that ref?
Yeah.
He caught it on the 1 and then went in. I saw that ref signal.
So his momentum took him into the end zone, so that's why it wouldn't have been a safety when he nailed it.
Got to be sure right here. Got to be sure of your snap.
Safety isn't a bad thing necessarily either.
No, it's not. They're out of timeouts, but I'm under center and I'm just quarterback sneak.
Right, quarterback sneak. They got, look how big that nose guard is, Stuart.
You get one play off here, it's tough.
Oh, they're going to go with the snap, huh?
Yep.
Try to see if they can get, and they're not able to. That's going to be a safety.
Yep.
There's Beggs is still alive. Might see some. Ooh. Oh no! Might
have capitalized on the.
Might have tried to go.
Cade Norman package right there. If you were going to go stay out of the gun.
Or you could have went. We'll see. This will be interesting. Going to see some the band on the field, Cal Stanford play potentially with 17 seconds. Warriors have to kick off.
Was that Cal Stanford or was that Central Michigan and Stillwater?
I don't want to hear about that one.
Stewart probably remembers that one.
Don't bring things up.
It's like there's an injury on the field. We'll take a timeout. You're watching Warrior Football on WashingtonWarriors.tv.
Is it time for your school or business to purchase a new phone system? Give the experts at Versatile Networks a call. In most cases, we can provide a phone system with brand new phones for less than your current monthly bill. Call us for a free quote today.
Allegiant Marketing Group produces inbound lead generation for our clients through integrated traditional and digital campaigns. We continuously develop new strategies, tactics, and productive efficiencies so you can reach your target market and get a measurable return on investment. This fast-paced world demands for your products and services to be presented at the moment your buyers need them. Targeted and innovative marketing creates your success. Call AMG today, your marketing partner.
Dr. Matt Dieselhorst at Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics can help you get game day ready. Dr. Dieselhorst works with athletes of all ages, taking a coordinated approach to accelerate return to play and maximize athletic performance. His work with pros in sports training, injury prevention, bracing, functional rehabilitation, and imaging works seamlessly with his medical and surgical expertise. Get started by going to Dieselhorst Sports and Orthopedics. Let Dr. Matt Dieselhorst get you back on the field, backing all Oklahoma athletes on the field and off.
Welcome back to W.E. Anderson Stadium in Langston University. There's still some excitement left in this ball game after Beggs is able to get a safety.
And you called the game.
I called the game. Hopefully,
I didn't
not going to eat my words. 14-8. We got a free kick here from Mason Thomas. I like this decision, maybe to pooch kick it instead of kicking it deep and letting these speedy Beggs Demons get a hand on it. You got to think maybe there's going to be some laterals in play here. Ryan Grayson back deep to receive, and he gets it. Takes it from Red Martell. Tries to get it to the outside, and good tackle by Luke Hendricks.
There you go. That's what you got to do right there.
12 and a half seconds left. Come on, defense.
This is definitely
stop.
Keep everybody in front right here.
You're looking at one, maybe two plays left in this ball game. 12 and a half seconds to go with the ball on the 42-yard line. Maybe Milner can get into the backfield and get him a sack to finish off this deal. Beggs, two receivers to each side. Warriors playing 10 yards off the receivers, and they just start backing up. Hamilton, all kinds of time, throws it deep into coverage, and it is caught. Holy cow, but the clock will stop.
We got a flag. We got a flag, guy. We got a flag right here.
That's in a legal formation. It's in that area, right?
Here's your decision, Stuart. Do you decline that?
Yeah, no, you
got 4 seconds left.
Yeah, but they got the ball there. A legal man downfield.
There we go.
Wow.
Let's go.
You know, when you have somebody that's taking that much time, that happens.
Right. They think that he might be scrambling or looking to run, and huge mistake there by Beggs. Last play of the ball game coming up, potentially. here at Langston University. 14-8. We've seen crazy things happen. Got to be disciplined here.
Get deep.
There's going to be laterals. I don't think this quarterback has the arm to throw it this deep. And the clock's running.
Yeah, the clock ran.
That's ball game. Warriors are going to the ship. Wow.
Guys, you had a completed pass, so it's a live ball, so it keeps going. Clock keeps running. Or when you set the ball ready for play, you crank it.
Right. And Beggs didn't know. What a game. What a semifinal game. The Warriors defeat Beggs 14-8 in the second half that was dominated by defense and ruled by mistakes.
Crazy
Beggs,
second half.
Beggs made
negative
more
yards.
mistakes, made more mistakes than the Warriors, and the Warriors hang on to win 14-8, Kyle.
Wild game, man. That's a crazy finish. Like you said, I was surprised. Stewart, I didn't know the clock was going to start right there. Obviously, Marlowe didn't either.
You have an accepted penalty against the offense, and you had a completed pass. So we're going to go back to just where we were, and we're going to crank it. So they got to be ready. And that's what the coach is even saying. He's saying, get to the line, get to the line,
They're
get to the line.
yelling.
Yep.
Wow. The Warriors come up on top, 14-8.
Guys, I can't get Squirtle to come up down here, so y'all might check about the Marlowe score.
It's about this. It was scrolling across the screen. I believe they're up, and it looks
Marlowe,
like
2 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Marlowe's up 28-16.
so. Warriors and the Marlowe Outlaws will meet at UCO next Saturday.
7 o'clock kickoff, I believe.
Championship football, the second year in a row the Warriors will make it to Edmond, Oklahoma. Coach Brad Beller collecting his 25th playoff win tonight, and I guarantee you none have been sweeter than this one. Great effort by the Beggs Demons, never giving up.
I was about to say, hats off to Beggs, though. They had some sloppy plays, but, man, they've got some athletes, going to have some returners. Next year, TJ, no doubt they'll be back, and, hats off to them for making it this far, and I'm sure this ain't the last time we'll see them.
Warriors have another physical team to play next week in the Marlowe Outlaws. Stuart, you've seen Marlowe. What kind of test do they provide for the Warriors?
Well, the thing that you're going to get out of Marlowe is they're going to be balanced. They depend heavily on their quarterback. Throwing it, he's another big quarterback, 6'3". He's a good 210 pounds.
Carson May.
Carson May, not quite as big, but he's probably faster, probably a better runner, and he throws the ball well. He's their guy because he plays quarterback. He kicks off. He kicks the ball in the end zone. He can kick probably a 45, 50-yard.
Seen him 60 in practice.
Yeah, he punts. He's going to the school up north of here, and that's going to play for a Big 12 championship tomorrow. Give them their props, but they're good. They're physical. It's going to be a heck of a ball game. When I was down there refereeing the game, this was the game they wanted. They wanted Washington Marlowe in the finals.
Well, this is the game that Max Preps and they picked this game earlier in the year. State championship had Washington and Marlowe as the two teams going to be there. So
well, I think everybody from Washington and everybody from Marlowe, number one, they wanted their own team to be in the finals.
Right.
And they did not want a private school to be in the finals.
Right.
So
and then the next one would be each other.
Yeah. And Marlowe moves up to 3A. Next year, so they're going to move back to 3A, let's say.
Yep.
And so this is their year. They're a very senior loaded class, so this is the year they've got to do it this year, or they don't do it. So they're going to be ready to play. Warriors going to be ready to play.
Exactly.
You've been there 2 years in a row in the state championship game. It's time to get your state final win.
Yeah, I'm sure Brad would say the same thing.
Kyle?
Man, it's going to be an exciting game next week. I can't wait. And Stuart, hopefully we'll have you back next week, man. We enjoyed you tonight and appreciate the job you did down there.
Well, do we want to try to talk to Coach Beller real quick?
Sure, if he's
Looks like he got caught by newspaper.
We'll keep it alive here, and if we get a chance, we'll go down to him. But Kyle, a great effort by the Warrior defense, only giving up one touchdown in the third quarter to Beggs.
That was on that first drive there, coming out the gate.
Yeah, and they were able to hold them at bay, and then on that last play, of course, the time keeping on running, but they almost made a miraculous comeback, and Warriors were able to keep them off. Your thoughts on the game, Kyle?
Well, I mean, you called it defensive-wise there in the second half. Both teams were a little bit sloppy, between penalties and bad snaps for them. Really kind of gave each other bad blows and gave them chances to kind of stick around. But, man, hats off to this defense. You called it there, and I've really been impressed. I mean, we know these guys do performance course, and I believe this is the time that it shows kind of every year down the stretch, where these guys can hang in down the stretch. Looked like Stewart got freed up with Brad Beller here.
Yeah, go ahead, Coach.
Coach Beller said, golly. Coach Beller, what a finish. That was one for the ages. And have an interception. It's in the end zone. It's they mark it at the 1 yard line. You give up the safety. Probably it wasn't a bad play anyway. But then for that to end like it did, have you ever seen anything like that?
I've never been a part of a game like that. The way that, we didn't have a first down in the second half offensively, so the whole entire game was just a weird game. For both teams. Really it came down to miscues and who could overcome the miscues, not necessarily the execution. It was probably a pretty ugly game to watch for the most part, but nonetheless, we come out on top. I think we showed our heart and our fight in the true grit and teamwork that this team has.
In the past, you've had to rely a lot on your offense. You got to score, and you did that early, jumped out and got that 14-point lead. But your defense tonight, and especially in the second half, came up and laid some sticks. And you did get some breaks, but your defense played well.
Played amazing. I really thought, this was going to test us in a way that we haven't been tested in a while as far as running the ball. It's been, really Sulphur and Purcell were the last two teams, and that was really early in the year. And that's the reason why we put them on the schedule. But at the same time, it's week 14 is the next time that we saw that. But I was very proud of the way that we adjusted and the way that we got after them defensively.
You probably don't care, but it's 28-16 Marlowe right now.
No, I don't. If it was the Ironheads or if it was the Outlaws, we'll take it. We're back in the state title game. I think 3 out of the last 5 years. We've got to get over that mountain, regardless of whether it was Metro Christian or whether it was the two teams that are playing. And everyone that's left is really, really good. And so I think a lot of people have been wanting in our area the Marlowe and the Washington just because of what took place last year in the quarterfinals of Marlowe. And I'm just very, very excited about the opportunity to step back out on that field on Saturday.
I was telling the guys that when I refereed down there, this was the matchup they were hoping for. Number one, their team. Number one, not a private school. But they said we want it to be a Washington-Marlowe matchup.
Yeah, they did, and I think Marlowe and Washington has been looking at that. I think that the media on the west side of the state has been looking at that. So I'm very excited about that possibility being there if they do hold on. And, we'll take who we get, but I think it will be a fun matchup. Probably more fun for the people outside of the programs because we just got to go get ready for another game. But, the anticipation and excitement will definitely be there.
Brad, go celebrate. Appreciate you. Coach Brad Beller, got to be excited, guys. It was a fantastic finish to a fantastic ball game. He said it wasn't pretty to watch, but when you win, I don't care if you win by 1 or 21 or 51. You're in the state finals.
Ugly wins are better than pretty losses. Warriors win here at W.E. Anderson Stadium on the campus of Langston University. I want to thank Kyle Harris, Stuart McPherson on the sideline, and our camera guys, Rhett Castle and Evan Madden. TJ Scholes here signing off. Good night and go Warriors.
Support your school's Booster Club and get your business in front of thousands of potential customers. Talk about a win-win. Advertising packages start on this streaming station for less than $10 a game. Call 405-726-0835.